Like,
we don't wake up and touch our titties, bro.
No, you don't
That's
have
not what
to,
we
but
do.
like that's what I would do. Like first thing I do, I go in the mirror, I'm like, oh snap, what's
You would do a shimmy?
He be in there shaking his
You're doing a shimmy when you wake up with this.
I
He's
was
gonna
doing
shake
the
his tits. He gonna
motherfucking
jump
tassel
around,
turns.
Niggas a rocket.
Podcast.
Yo, niggas a rocket. When he wakes up in the morning.
all types of shit, bro.
Merry Christmas.
I've been doing all types
I
of
don't
shit.
even do that. Now I want tassels. What's poppin', people? Welcome back to another episode of Say Less with Kaz,
Yo,
Lowkey,
What's poppin'?
and Rosy.
hey, what's up,
And what's up, man? We got a special, very, very, very special guest
They
in the
see the
building.
guest on this shit. You could just
Yeah, but
let's get
but
A lot of people
motherfucker, they don't
listen,
know you.
you know what I mean?
sorry to
So,
the
a lot of
listeners.
people-
Yeah, listening.
My fault.
Can I introduce you?
Go ahead.
You know what? Fuck you. Never mind. He ain't even here.
Go ahead.
A lot
He
of
ain't
people
even
can
here.
see me.
Yeah, they know how it is, no?
We have the one and only Greg Yuna.
Yeah.
We're doing big,
Listen, if y'all don't know who Greg Yuna is,
big things now.
he is probably the best jeweler in the motherfucking game.
Debatably.
There's no debate.
Is there
At least he's humble
I
about
was about to say, like, is there power rankings that you keep in your head of like other jewelers?
I feel like everybody's doing their thing. I'm not trying to. My thing is I don't want to compete with anyone really. You know.
Of course, but I just see the work that you do always just seems like a little bit cleaner, more like chic, sophisticated.
I appreciate
And
that.
then there's a lot of other jewelers, which no disrespect to them, like
No, we
when
can
you
be
go
disrespectful. I get it.
Anybody's gonna disrespect it.
I love a good simple piece, but like I can't stand gaudy jewelry.
You know
what I mean?
I'd like to look at it as art, man. And it's
Okay.
just, I like to keep it super clean and minimal.
Yeah.
No, with Greg, it's the fucking detail, bro.
Yeah.
Your details are insane.
Thank you.
I love it.
I think like what obviously what stands out to me with you, like obviously I don't have no fucking jewelry on, so like it's not that, but it's like the personality you put into what you do. You know, the celebrities you bring around, how you make them feel comfortable, the shit that you do on 7th Ave with the,
Sixth
Ave.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's
It's
the
okay.
sixth Ave
The
god, by the way.
diamond district.
Yeah,
No, but-
that you stop traffic.
Right.
Like it's just like a whole thing with you. It's
But
just not jewelry.
It's very real. It's a genuine like relationship I have with people. I'm not sitting there trying to game somebody. It's like I let them know it's a waste of money. I don't want the shit back.
Right.
You know, so I feel like people respect it when you know when someone's genuine.
Right.
And I feel like people gravitate towards that kind of stuff.
Now it's a family business, right? You were born and raised in
No,
Queens,
it's
or-
actually not. People
Okay.
thought. I worked for distant relatives, and
Wow.
I ended up, doing my own thing later on in life.
Nice.
My mom actually was a bookkeeper, and my dad was a barber.
So how do you
And now you're bald.
how do you get into that game then,
Yeah, I don't
man?
know.
I was feel like
I mean,
you hear the slick little
He said hit me with the
she got jokes, but it's okay. It's no problem. It's okay.
So tell me how you said your mom was a bookkeeper, your father was a barber, and you had a distant relative. Who
I had a
was
distant
kinda in the
relative,
game.
and my mom was like, "Listen, why don't you go, do something with your life?"
She said work.
As most moms will do.
And it was something I wasn't really
Jewish mom, right?
Jewish mom.
Yeah, I figured.
But all moms are good.
Yeah, it is.
All moms do
all
that.
moms are good.
Yeah.
But I mean, any mom who loves their son or daughter,
Of course,
right?
Yeah.
of course.
We want the best for them. But my mom always, she always saw. What I love about my mother is she was always, she never gave me any insecurities. She was never like, don't eat that, don't do this, don't do this. It was always like, just don't get in trouble.
Right.
She was always like, you're my beautiful kid. So I was always on some fucking extra, my mom thinks I'm
That's why you're
cute.
cocky.
No, that
I don't know if that's what it is, but there's some deep-rooted shit there.
No, and that's the funny thing he says that because like my mom would always tell me like you have the prettiest eyes, you have the prettiest
Right.
eyes, and now like till this day,
But
Like-
that builds a confidence.
It
Like,
does.
So
No, it
I
does.
want to my relationship with my mom is literally how Kanye had with his mom.
Nice.
So like she's my best friend. I always call her. We always shop it up, and it's just like I think that's a beautiful. You don't understand. Growing up, I didn't understand that. I thought everybody
Right.
had that with their mom.
Right.
And then as I got older, I was
You
like, oh
realize,
shit, shit is
yeah.
not like that.
The older you get, the more beautiful you realize.
right.
Like,
But-
the closer you can get to your
like that's still your mother, but that's like it's almost like that's your homie,
Right.
Like, yeah.
And I appreciate it so much because I was always able to go to her with my problems.
Nice.
I never got judged. She was never like, you're a fucking idiot. She was always like, all right, okay, so what do we
do?
So I came to her with like, what's the plan?
And that's not easy.
And if I told my brother, I would get an ass whipping. So
Yeah.
she was my person.
That's not easy because a lot of moms, you know, they obviously want the best for their sons, but like when they come with them with problems or they're in trouble or whatever, like a lot of times it's judgment first.
Right.
And then it's, you know,
I could,
how they figure it out. Your mom was not like that.
She was, I could do, I'm talking about if I got suspended for fighting, it was like, your son got in trouble for, you know, getting into a fight. She's like, well, what did the other kid do to him? You know what I'm saying? It was
Why did it start?
Why did it
She
start?
never switched sides.
I need
you know?
context.
Yeah. I'm like, Ma, I got suspended.
She's like,
you
I know my kid. So what happened?
And she's like, all right, well, listen, you know, you learned your lesson. I was like, I think so. And she was like, well, you know,
Don't let it happen again.
but because of that, I was always able to speak to her.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna apply that same kind of thing to my child.
That's beautiful.
Is she a younger mom? Because there's a theory about like when the moms are younger, they're more of your homie versus like an old school. You know what I mean?
My mom is 1950. I'm 1982.
Okay, so about 20...
30.
No, 32 years.
32 years.
Yeah, 32 years.
That's a relatively young mom.
You know,
Yeah, that's
so-
dope.
But she was, you know.
Yeah, my mom was in the older bracket, but she still like she worked with kids, so she still was like hip.
Right,
So she
right,
knew how to
right.
speak the language that like that we speak.
And see, I'm jealous of that because my mom is so old school, traditional Dominican. Like, I can't talk to her about shit.
Well, my parents are old school too. My parents were immigrants, you know. The only thing I didn't really talk to my mom about that was uncomfortable for me was sex.
Yeah.
You know.
That's never an easy combo.
That's what I'm saying.
Your dad?
No. My dad was also. My dad
how's your relationship with your dad?
always was like. My dad was incredible to me.
Right.
But it was never. It was just like, yo, strap up.
All right. Now you're an
Yeah.
only child or you got older brothers?
I have a brother that's 10 years older than me.
All right, so you're the youngest.
I'm the baby.
Right. So I
It's-
say
So, obviously the
Look,
mom
look.
boy. Would you say?
I'm a mama's boy too, like for sure.
Yeah.
But my brother is too. Like we just love our mom.
of course.
Well, yeah.
As you
But like,
should.
you know, there's like the mother cultivates to the baby.
Right. But she like, you know, she dawned on us. She made sure we were like super good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she was incredible to us. So, you know.
That's what it is. Now I know a lot of people see the work or whatever and see the jewelry and all that stuff. They also see you Uncut Gems,
Right.
which was huge for you. Like I know that movie.
I was going, yeah.
Whether, you know, not just the betting aspect of it, but the jewelry game and the sports angle, like it had a lot of hype coming in, and it lived up to a lot of it. Tell me about just sort of like how they approached you about like being a part of this flick, and just was there any like would they come to you about like research and like how jewelers act? What was it like?
So I do my Greg Joe and
Yeah, and Wendy.
on Snapchat.
Yep.
I used to do all that, and I didn't realize how many people were watching. And I was
Kinda like here.
Yeah. Well, right.
Yeah, I don't realize there's a lot of people watching this shit.
So I was in Blue Ribbon one day with a friend, and I came out, and somebody was like, "Yo, Greg," and I look around. I had two dudes I don't know,
Right.
named Josh and one of the Safdie brothers, Josh, and then Sibo. And they were directors apparently. And like, yo, we love your shit. We want, you know, we're doing this movie with Jonah Hill, and we want you involved. I'm like, all right, man, just I'm in, but let me know. It's like the
Right.
beginning of any
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It's like, yo, email
Any
me.
conversation.
Instagram just started.
Yeah.
Oh,
Snapchat is bubbling.
Oh wow! So this is a
this is
long
way
time
like,
ago.
okay.
2013,
Yeah.
14.
Oh wow!
shit.
Okay.
And, you know, they came by my shop one day, and I'm like, all right, yo, what's up with the movie? And like a year goes by, I'm like, all right, these guys are bullshit.
Bullshit, yeah.
Like
everything else.
Hollywood
in
film.
yeah,
I bump into them.
But
and
productions like that do take a long
Yeah,
time.
but I bump into them another time. I'm like, yo, what's good with this movie? Like, yo, we're writing this shit. You're good. I'm like, all right, whatever. They called me one day out of the blue. I forgot it. I was actually mad. I was just like, fuck this. They called me out of the blue, like, yo, listen, we got the movie, we got the script. It's not gonna be with Jonah Hill. I'm like, fuck. They're like, it's gonna be with Adam Sandler. I'm like, yes! Yes!
I was about to say a little Jewish boy.
That takes it to another level.
Jonah Hill just finished up the, Wolf of Wall Street. Like, he was
Yeah.
lit.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, man, Jonah. I'm like, who we got? They're like, Adam Sandler. I'm like,
Even
let's
better.
go.
Even
And
better.
it was probably one of the most amazing experiences for me because, like, growing up, we all grew up on Adam Sandler. Can we say
course.
that?
Yes.
All of us,
Yeah.
right?
That's
and
fair.
I've never met such a humble human being before
That's
in my
what
life.
everybody says about
Ever.
him.
Did y'all see that picture
OD
recently? I think you
they were-
retweeted it where they were like,
LeBron,
what is Adam
yeah.
Sandler wearing? And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's
I'm
what
like,
Adam
bro, it's
Sandler
Adam
wears.
Sandler.
Yeah, he's a dad. He started that dad shit.
Yeah.
He's always done that.
him and like Leo was like the first two like ultra famous, ultra rich dudes that you could just see in the city
Because they
just
don't-
on some regular shit.
They don't give a fuck.
They got to the. You know what? They're actually humble people.
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
didn't realize how humble he was until I met him.
Jonah Hill too, though. I used to see him like on a bike shop down by Canal, like down by here. He just used to be outside, and I'm like, Is that
Yeah,
Jonah
I
Hill?
look at Adam Sandler like just like the casual everyday dad. like said that. No disrespect to his career. 'Cause-
What's that movie he has? Grown Ups?
Yeah, like that.
I see him like that
that's,
every day.
that's him in real life. Like his career is phenomenal. So I can understand like he's probably one of the most quiet. Plays basketball.
Right.
Doesn't bother anybody. He's never been in a scandal. You know. Made a couple bad movies, but you know he's still top tier.
What's that dude, bro?
Why you put that in there?
No, he
Made
did.
a
I mean,
couple
I'm gonna
bad
keep it a
movies.
buck
He
with you.
produces all them joints.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
bad, good, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's still coming back in.
Check still
There's
cut.
a lot of people don't understand the work that goes into this shit.
Yeah.
Like
How long were you like on?
I was on set for 4 days and I played closely. So Adam Sandler, he hovered over me a little bit through the movie to see like what I was doing, so you can understand the game a little bit, and a couple of other jewelers. But when I actually met him, I was, you know, I was starstruck. You know,
Yeah.
a little like, yo, I can't believe, hell yeah. So I was just like, you know, and he was just like, yo, you want to study your lines? I'm like, I don't even know if I can read this shit in front of you. So we went, he took us, and he knew, like he felt me. He took me to the side. He's like, let's go, and I was like, thank God, because we were in a room like 4 or 5 people, and it's like I don't know them, they're producers, whatever the fuck.
Right.
And we go, he takes me to the side, and he's like, starts reading it. I'm like, I can't believe this shit is happening. I'm stuttering through the lines. He's like, yo, relax, just take your time. Doing this shit to me. I'm like, yo.
Stop it, bro.
No, I'm just like, yo, do I cry right now? It's like,
Did they let you?
it was amazing. You know what I'm saying? I'm in with like this is a uber.
It's an icon. It's a Hollywood icon.
Did they let you improv your lines a little bit?
Yeah, and then so
Because when you do it your own way, I'm sure it's funnier.
I went in there. I studied for weeks. Listen to me, weeks, because I got problems when I'm a human being.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you put me in front of people, like I could be charming and funny a little bit, but also like I'm human. I get uncomfortable sometimes.
Of course.
And
It's not
I
an
got
easy
there.
thing to do.
I'm talking about. I knew the lines like I close my eyes. I can say it. As soon as I get there, we started.
Can you reenact the scene right now?
No.
Tell us the lines right now.
Listen. So I get there, I study the lines, me and him are going back and forth, so I'm starting to feel comfortable, so now we're rocking.
Okay.
We get downstairs and we're about to film. Josh comes up to me, director. He's like, yo, scratch all that. Let's go
bullshitter.
freestyle. I said, what?
Oh, so you had the improv?
Freestyle! I was like, yeah, just talk about this, do this, and do this. And I'm like, oh my
Yeah, as long as you reach like certain
So he gave you
certain
points
things,
to go
yeah.
to-
As long as you reach certain points, you can improv
we
it.
got it, but like, it's, you see the scene, and it's loud in the club, and it's bumping and all the shit, but like, everybody's doing this. It's quiet.
Wow.
Me and Adam are walking through the whole club, and, it's just,
no
they
one's
can just
saying nothing.
nobody.
It's
Man,
just
I'm so
Well, yeah, and
uncomfortable,
post-production.
and everybody's listening to us.
Yeah.
So it's so uncomfortable.
Wow.
And y'all are freestyling at this time.
and we're
But you did
freestyling.
it though.
Yeah, we did it. It took us 100 takes, but we did it.
So give us the line.
I don't remember the shit.
It's a fucking freestyle. Of course he's not going to remember
I was
that
like,
shit.
yo,
He's like, I've been studying for weeks.
No.
I
I'm
wanna know
saying
what you
at
studied.
the time, I don't remember what.
So I'm assuming like a lot of people don't understand like when you're doing these scenes, it is quiet, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like all this music, all this like after stuff, like the club post production.
Oh, yeah.
So when you're in there,
So the lights are on.
lights are on. It's a club environment, but it's quiet as fuck.
I'm talking about like
You can hear a pin drop.
Yeah, pin drop.
That's
It's uncomfortable. Armpits are clammy. Hands are clammy. Everything is clammy.
What is like? So what's the best thing you learned from that experience working with him, working with his producer?
He's incredible. That's it. Like he made it very comfortable for me to do what I had to do.
for someone that is not in
Wanna-
his world and you're not in his world, and y'all just came together and just
Y'all still
made it.
friends?
Yeah, I mean, if I see him, he knows what time it is.
Y'all
Remember
homies
that
now?
one time you fucking felt my shoulder? And
Yeah. Remember you helped me with my
You know what
lines?
it is.
No, I
Now,
remember.
after he blessed you with that role and that incredible moment, did you bless him with some jewelry? Did he come back and make something?
Nah,
for
he
you, or-
doesn't. He has
It's not his
everything.
thing.
Yeah, he could do. He could have anything he wants in life. This guy, he doesn't need anything.
You would,
Yeah, like,
you would
like-
think after that movie though, even just like commemorate it,
Right.
You know what I mean? You would at least, when I played the jeweler, I'd get something. He didn't get nothing.
There was a lot of jewelers that were involved in this
Okay.
in this thing. So I don't. But
How was KG?
I don't see him asking
Nice.
for looking.
KG was because KG was in it, so I was like, how was
Yeah,
KG?
KG was in it.
he was cool.
Yeah, he
was
was
cool.
great.
It was a very beautiful experience. And then plus my mom got to see it, my family got to see it.
Yeah.
So it went from like me being this like high school dropout to like, all right, what's this kid doing with his life? To like, this motherfucker's in a movie.
Yo, I
Blockbuster
really,
films,
You know what I'm saying?
I really do want to know, and this is crazy because this is my friend, but I've never asked you.
Yeah.
I really want to know how you came up with those 6 av pics, because that is fucking genius and they're amazing.
So
Shit is so
shout out to Amori.
They're
That's
so
my partner
fire.
in the Sixth Ave shit.
Yeah.
So
The photographer.
yeah. The lighting in the jewelry store that I was working at the time, it just wasn't good for the jewelry. So I would go outside to get the natural light so you could see it.
Yeah.
'Cause a lot of people
I remember
fake
those.
people out with the blingy bling stuff.
No, I remember those.
It's all lighting. So I want to go outside so people can see the actual quality that we do.
Right.
So I started going outside, and one time someone was like, "Hey, can I get a photo with you?" And I was like, "Me?"
because of who you were and what you were
At the time, but I didn't know, but I just didn't realize how like strong Instagram was.
Right.
Instagram
Yeah,
changed my
yeah.
life.
Right.
It changed everybody's lives. Can we say that?
Yeah, for
So
sure.
like I had people coming in from like all over the world, like, hey, we love what you do, and it was so like I appreciated it.
Yeah.
So they were like, hey, you want to take a photo? And I was sick of taking a photo on the sidewalk, so I was like, yeah, let's go on the street. So I took a couple of photos in the street, and then one time Jonathan Mannion came through, and
Legend.
Oh, shout out
Yeah.
Jonathan
Mannion came through,
Mannion.
and my good friend, my sister, Amori, she was there shooting. We were just doing some content, and I was like, let's go take a photo in the street with this guy. So we took a photo in the street, and the way she took it, it was incredible.
Fire.
And I was like, this would be great if we started like with some themes. So it started off slow with some themes, and then it ended up being this like whole big production.
Yeah.
And it just, it went viral.
Listen, I went to one. I think it was when you did the Hot 97 one. I went with Laura. And first of all, this motherfucker knows how long the light is red for. So he has all the
53
props.
seconds.
Yes,
time
he
that
has all the props and shit. And we're looking at the light. And once it turns red, everybody put the stage down, the props, everything down. Picture. Let's go.
Crazy.
It's like a team of like 10 of us. We were all like,
It's like a NASCAR like.
It was
pit crew.
amazing.
And Laura, the one we did with Laura that was fucked up is I brought, you don't understand, we went to go get a whole table.
Yeah.
We bought a table.
I remember
And
that.
I left it outside of the store for 2 minutes.
Someone
Someone
And I
stole
went
it.
inside and it was stolen. So that photo shoot wasn't even like as
As good
Yeah,
as
it was
it was supposed to be.
But it was still
But
fire.
literally, I went and checked the cameras. I'm like, dude, two guys come at the car because it looked like garbage.
Oh, so it's like that.
So nobody,
Somebody scared.
I don't think they stole it. They were like, yo, look at this
It
table, let's
wasn't
go.
intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I was like, who's gonna take this heavy
But
ass shit?
a lot of the pictures that I do see
Crackheads?
is I see like a lot of like the traffic trying to get around you guys.
I love when the traffic.
That's the
Yeah.
fun part.
It makes
makes
the
it
picture
so
that
dope.
much better.
Damn, can we get one?
I was about to
Yeah.
say, we probably should.
Let's
You gotta bring this whole setup though with the rug.
Fact. And then we're
We gotta bring the wall
this
too.
will be the
Because
podcast all
because you can see the rug. And the only way I'll do it is
the rug,
all
yeah.
this shit right here is there.
Bro, I'm down.
We need a squad of like 10.
I'm down to do that
We'll
shit.
get the crew together.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen.
He's like, with the rug. That shit is hilarious.
So you mentioned how much Instagram changed your life, and obviously Uncut Gems. Like, you already had a name before all this stuff, right? But how did just being able to connect with social media while with your brand and this movie all connect to you becoming this super in-demand jeweler to like the stars?
I mean, I feel like people, it's my channel.
Yeah.
So people look and they're like, all right, this kid's a little funny. He got a
Yeah.
little character, like we could use him for something.
Yeah.
And I always felt like I'd be good in that field. I like to perform in general.
Yeah, I mean, you're. I mean, shoot, I don't know if you guys remember, but a few months ago, myself, Rosy, Greg, we all played in this softball challenge in Coney Island.
Whooped ass.
And we broke the ass. You feel me?
Well, first of all, hold on. I want to say something. I was originally on your team.
Thank God.
Yeah.
And first of all,
First of all, Rosy, you ain't get no hits.
yo,
You ain't get no
fuck
hits,
it.
Rosy.
I got catches though.
You got some catches.
I got some catches.
You got no
though.
hits?
You ain't got no
I
hits
got catches
that
and I
game.
could throw, motherfucker. All right.
You threw well?
Listen, I'm valuable where I need to be valuable at. We can't all be hitters. Somebody got to catch. Somebody got to throw.
Sound like a bunch of excuses.
I'm
right?
just
Like,
saying.
sound like
you
If-
really,
If it's
like
a
just
team-
feed the
hold on,
bullshit. Like I
hold
want to hear that.
If
Yo.
it's a team and everybody hits,
Just say you're not
who
good at
gonna
hit.
catch?
Just say you're not good at hit.
Who
Well,
gonna
you know
throw?
what?
It's a team.
Just say you're not good at hit.
It's a team. We had Liz though.
We have an unbiased judge, someone who was here who's not
Yo,
here
listen,
every week.
I'm unbiased, but you suck.
That's what I was trying to get at. But I didn't want to say it. I was trying to get at that.
That's very biased. He was on the other team.
I was casually getting at that point, but I was like, all right, let somebody else say.
You wasn't even there. You didn't even go here.
One thing about Rosie, why I like that she wasn't on my team or our team, is because she's a very good person to have around. She knows how to have a good time. She talks
Yeah.
mad shit.
1000%.
I don't want somebody talking that kind of shit on my team because I like talking shit with her. You know what I'm saying? She's incredible.
Oh, no,
She's
Rosie's
always like, one thing about you is you always bring the fun.
1
Someone
million
gave me the
percent.
mic at the
1
point.
million percent,
And
yes.
when somebody gave me the mic, they're like, here. And I was like,
Wait, somebody was hosting?
Yeah.
somebody was hosting.
And
They
niggas
gave
ain't
me
called
the
me?
mic. And I was like, bruh.
That's
Brother.
crazy.
Who was ho-
Who's
That
hosting?
dude that-
It wasn't really
that-
a host, but it was
An
From
announcer
the
or
Knicks,
like.
though. The Jason dude. He used to host
Oh
the
yeah,
Knicks.
Jason DeGron. You know Jason.
Yes,
Puerto
yes.
Rican dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason,
And at one point, he was like, here, talk your
fuck
shit. And I was like, man,
with
fuck everybody. We got this shit.
fuck with
It's lit.
It was a fun.
We did not have it.
Afternoon.
Ferg was
Ferg was
stressed.
there.
Deli was stressed. We were sitting there like, how the fuck? Marco was like, yo, it's my fault. It's my fault because I didn't get the catch. I was like, Marco, it is your fault.
It is your fault,
It's
yeah.
absolutely your fault.
We was picking on him the whole sixth inning. We was like, hit it that way. Nobody's gonna.
I think I hit a motherfucking grand slam. Or something.
Yeah, at one point.
You know what, Greg?
I brought that shit all the way home.
It was like, it was
tight.
Shut the fuck up.
Fucking.
Yeah,
you gotta understand, we was down like double digit
yo, we went
runs.
all the way down.
No, they were down.
And you let them come back.
Marco did.
Can we please play that?
Fucking
I want when this
Marco, bro.
episode airs. I want that. I
have those
shit in there.
Instagram clips.
It's on my Instagram. You'll see it. And Nigel has a very, very good video of it. If you need
Fuck
it, you can
Nigel
get it.
too.
He got it.
I remember
Fuck
that.
y'all.
We were so down. We were so down.
They were down
man.
bad. They
Oh,
were down
man.
bad, but you know what? Y'all came up
That
and y'all
walk-off.
won, and we
That
were
walk-off.
tight.
Wait, okay. Speaking of Nigel, you and him are very.
That's my brother.
Very
Love
close.
Nigel.
He's one of the best human beings in the world.
Yeah.
The best human beings in the world.
He
He's
is.
a gem.
Yeah.
And I feel
Nigel
like
Sylvester, by the way, guys,
Nigel
for context.
yeah, Nigel Sylvester.
A professional BMX rider, and he's that's another
professional
icon.
shit talker.
Groundbreaking
Professional-
BMX.
Hold on,
Yeah.
professional shit talker.
Can I listen?
Talking shit,
please,
talk
please,
my
please,
shit.
This
Please,
kid
bro.
is a fucking darling in New York City. He's a darling. Like if you don't like Nigel, then
No, we
if
don't like
someone doesn't
you.
like Nigel, you have a problem with me. Only reason why is because if you have a problem with a kid like that,
Yeah.
you have issues.
Yeah.
You cannot have a problem with him. It's either you hate him because your girl like him.
too successful.
Yeah, your girl like him,
That too.
and you're hating on his shit. But the kid, he's doing so much things for the culture, for the kids. You know, the
Yeah.
kid got a Jordan sneaker, and he's like he's probably one of the most humble people I know.
And
That's it.
he got a
Hold on.
collaboration
Hold on,
with
hold on, hold on.
Mercedes.
Yeah.
I got a bone to pick with that because his Jordan sneaker doesn't come in kids sizes, and I'm pissed.
That's not his fault.
That's not his fault.
I'm just saying, 'cause they're
Every
fire.
Jordan and
But they're fire.
Shut up.
You know what? We're gonna make sure the next one he drops is gonna have skid sizes.
There you go.
'Cause
That's what I want.
let's give it up for him. He's also with Jordan Brand now, by the way. Let's give it up for my man Nigel.
Shout out, Nigel.
How did y'all relationship like really manifest to what it is right now to make you feel?
I mean, we were always brotherly to each other. It was never like I use you, you use me. Like what's going on? It was ever like my pocket is his. If he ever needs anything, it's all there, and the same. And we've proven that to each other.
Yeah.
So he's always throwing me plays, and wherever play I could throw him, I do.
Yeah.
So it's not like you like to succeed in a place like this, you have to be brotherly and like really.
For sure.
Really be like
Genuine.
really be genuine and brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because if then what are we doing?
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I've known both of you all separately for so long. So when I saw y'all get close, I was like, that makes sense. I was like, that makes a lot of sense because it's kind of like when you go out with your friends and one gets drunker and you gotta sober up. Like that's
We go to hell together.
I was about to say, like,
Wait,
they don't have that.
y'all don't have the sober
Nah,
friends.
there's no. I'm
But Kaz,
like,
like,
yo,
that's-
bro.
Like, fuck it, we gonna die tonight.
No, like that's like I think that me and Kaz have had those moments like where like one of us had like, all right, Lo, like chill out, like
but
all right,
that's
Kaz,
normal
like,
friendships. That's not them.
Yeah, but you know what about that is like after. But what's beautiful about that is we'll always shut. Yo, you good? You made it home safe? Yeah,
Yeah.
all right, cool. Because I can't sleep unless I know he's good.
Yeah, same.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
you don't have that with everybody.
That's real shit.
There's a couple of people in my life that I do that with.
And like I like when I see them, like I'll see them separately, but like when I always see them, it's like at last lap, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
I've
it's
just
oh,
seen him at Say Less like last Thursday.
yeah, so it's always like they're on that type of time. Like they're on like the demon time, like where it's a fun demon time. But then it's also like the very genuine talk shit, like, you know, poke at people. But I see they do it everybody.
Word.
And everybody has that space for them.
But his work ethics though is incredible.
Yes.
We were just in Miami for Formula One.
Yeah.
He's with Mercedes.
Saw that,
and
yeah.
he was like, yo,
Yeah.
come on, you know, he showed me such a good time. But we're in Miami and we're driving to wherever we gotta drive. But on the drive, he's on a call, meetings, and it's like he inspires me because I'm in the front seat, like I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the music is low and
Yeah.
like we're all here collectively trying to like I know he's in the back
Into it.
talking. I'm quiet, I'm on my phone, I'm on Instagram, you know, doing my thing. And it's just like that inspires me to I'm like, this kid is on a meeting right now, and like we're
And
going
still
to a party.
Yeah.
So on the way to where we gotta go to show out, he's in a meeting. You know
He's
what I'm
a
saying? And he
beast,
won't
man.
go. He won't dead the meeting when we get there either. He'll finish it properly,
Yeah.
and then get to where he gotta go. I get excited.
When you see people,
Yeah, I gotta go.
That's what it is.
so that's the thing. Like,
gotta
when you
go.
see people with that type of work ethic that get so many ill looks, you automatically know that like he's putting in the work
Right.
himself as
But
well.
I
You
don't
know
want
what I'm
people
saying?
to take that, to look at him and be like, yo, he's on because
That's what I'm saying. Like he's not some
He puts
chosen.
in-
like,
No,
I'm just gonna pick him up. Nah, man.
Like the ladder he's climbed.
Yeah.
he
has
puts
been
in work,
proven.
man.
You gotta understand, man. What he does is something that everybody can do. It's riding bikes,
Right.
right? So it's
Shit,
being able
not
to,
like him.
But that's the thing, like
Fuck.
not like him. One and two, to make that something that's so accessible to people that isn't necessarily a career that like you would readily
run to?
Not readily like associate with like a young black dude
Okay.
from New York. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like when I say groundbreaking, as far as like
He rode his way out the hood.
Well, of course. Like when I think of BMX,
On a
I
bicycle.
only.
But it's like you could ride a bike.
Literally,
Like,
he rode his way out the hood.
Yeah.
He
But you
pedaled
like-
his way out the hood.
you could ride a bike. Like anybody can ride a bike, right?
Yeah.
Like anybody can do that. But to create a space,
Yeah.
an environment where black and brown people look at you like, damn, I can do that.
Right.
Like that's something, and then cultivate it to something else to connect with people like him.
And he's for the kids.
But you
Yeah.
know what else,
And he's
though?
always doing something.
Yeah.
With like what you do and what he does. All right, Nigel rides bikes. You make jewelry. It's also the way how creative you guys are
Exactly.
about exposing your work. It's
Exactly.
so fucking creative. Like the videos he makes,
Right, I'm
the
impatient.
pictures
I
you
learned,
take.
I learned a lot from Nigel because I'm like, yo, Nigel, you like this? He's like, nah, change that, change. I'm like, nah, it's good. He's like, nah, you see that right there? Change that and change this. I'm like,
Yep.
okay.
Like creatively, like the way
Yeah.
you guys are putting out content is like no one else is doing that.
Like
really.
the GoPro videos that he does, that he's been doing.
Those
for
are
man.
movies.
So, like those are like literally movies
People-
of him, what he does.
What he does for 3 minutes is it's.
And-
I
shit,
could
like-
have stopped watching the one where he went through the van and came out.
Bro, like,
A moving van. He jumped in the van, jumped out, and kept riding his bike. I was like, what the
and then
fuck?
like you stop in traffic on 6th Ave,
Mm-hmm.
like as a jeweler. Like it's not like you're, some rock star, or rapper, or movie
Mm-hmm.
star. Like you're a jeweler that carries himself like that. So you guys have built yourselves larger than life.
But also, we're also
With
like
common- with
no,
common-
But also, we're not like over here. We're also like very connected to
Right.
the to the culture, and we're also like accessible.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
ever
yeah.
want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
no, I
if
get
somebody
that.
stops me in the street or stops him in the street, we're always showing love. It's
Yeah.
always like you have to. These are the
Yeah.
people that It's because of people like that why we're here today.
And that's why I said like the environment when you're in Last Lap, you guys welcome everybody.
I'll buy
in
a
your
shot
face.
for whoever in lab.
I've been in lab. I've been in lab with them so many
We
times.
know.
You say what's up to me, you got a
We
shot.
know, yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you say it, as
And
soon as
all
you
night,
lock
too.
eyes with him, he was like, "Oh, here's a bottle." It's like, "All right, come on, bro." Like,
No, I will definitely say that because I asked you and I asked Nigel also to come on the pod. And the day Nigel couldn't make it, he called me. I didn't expect him to call me.
No, he's a good
He
boy,
called me
man.
that night. He was like, I feel so bad. And I was like, okay. He was like, no, we're definitely
We'll
doing
make it
this.
up. We'll
Guys,
work it out.
so we're going to
Yeah.
reschedule. But the fact that he
Yeah.
called me, I was like, okay, I thought you didn't have time
We
We're
for
gonna show him
us.
this one. We're gonna show. He's gonna see this one. He's gonna,
yeah, Nigel's
he's gonna have
a
some
great
shit
dude.
to it. But
Like,
he's
we-
solid.
we
One
love
thing
him.
about
No,
him,
of
he's solid.
course.
We love Nigel.
1000%, man.
Greg, are you on Twitter?
I am.
You are?
I already know where you go. Where you going? Go ahead.
What?
Where you going? I don't know. Where you going?
Hey, where we
Go
going
ahead.
with this
So,
one?
wait, wait, wait. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Go
I know where she's going.
Because why was he hesitant? He said, I
No,
am.
because
Wait, is this
you were waiting. I know you, Rosie.
Wait,
They don't
is
know these people.
Are you on Twitter?
Yes.
Is this what
Okay.
y'all was talking about earlier?
No.
The little thing?
The thing is this, right?
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
So, no, wait. A legend just joined Twitter.
Yes, he did.
Derek Jeter.
GOAT.
Okay.
New York
And
GOAT.
I didn't expect him to be that funny.
Why? Well, now, why wouldn't you think he's not hilarious?
I don't know because we don't know too much about Jeter.
But that's the
the whole point,
though.
yeah.
But I think the fact that he's funny as fuck.
He's got like this classic like gentleman's charm about him, right? And part of that gentleman's charm.
Yo,
Wait, why?
Wait, can we talk about that right there?
Why was that a pause?
Look,
Here we go. Why did I have to pause?
No. Can I do this
No,
one,
you
please?
got-
Please, I'm a
please,
guest. Let me do
please,
this one.
please, please.
We got to stop that narrative.
You're
man.
right.
Please,
You're
because you know why
absolutely
we always have to feel like this shit is always not for men.
You're absolutely
I've been
right.
struggling with that kind of shit my whole life.
Yeah,
You know what
it's-
I mean? Like growing up as a kid, like I had to stop crying because it was not manly to cry.
Yeah,
And it's like if my brother would have left me alone and I cried, I would have been a different human being today.
Yeah.
I would have been a little more,
A
normal.
little bit more. Yeah, definitely.
But we got to stop that poor shit and all
I
that.
didn't mean to
But why
I
did you
didn't
say
mean to
wait?
pause.
Yeah,
The guy,
why was that?
and charming. Why can you say
Yeah,
that
what was
without,
wrong with that?
He's
without being?
1000% a good looking.
Yeah, he's a good looking
Yeah.
dude.
But
why was that a pause?
Well, also, if y'all don't know Greg like that, but Greg will tell any man he thinks he's good looking.
He's good looking.
What did you say to Wolf earlier?
I'm about to say, as soon as Wolf walked
But it
in-
wasn't. But it comes from a place of funniness.
Of
I'm not
course.
like.
Yeah.
Of course. No,
But see,
no,
that actually
clearly,
no,
I'm
that's a
joking.
joke. Yeah, but
I can
but
clearly
that
call Derek Jeter a handsome
He's a
human
handsome
being.
guy. He got nice
But
eyeballs.
that-
One of the most.
but see, like, I wanna-
One of the
Eyeballs.
most handsome dudes in the
Eyeball.
history
extremely handsome.
of sports. You feel
But I
me?
want to go
Right.
back to all right. So I wanted the point you made about your mom.
Yeah.
How much confidence she gave you.
Yeah.
The confidence for you to say and be open about just what you.
So,
express
mama
to the
didn't give me no
kid.
confidence? Nah, just kidding.
Don't do that.
No.
I was just bringing it back. Yeah, I was just bringing it back full circle because that's.
But it made me secure with a lot of
Yeah,
things.
that's
You know,
what-
so
Yeah.
like I could tell a young man that he's a good-looking dude, and like you know how how come women can say, hey, oh you're so beautiful today, but you can't be like, yo, my man, you look good, handsome dude, without being,
That's
Didn't you-
that's
last
mental
week I had a
security.
yellow number on, and Lo was like,
What did I
"Yo,
say to you?"
You look really good today." And I was
But we
like,
should be doing that.
And it wasn't no pause. It wasn't no. I was like, yo,
pause.
I'm like, yo, the color is popping off his
But
skin.
also,
I'm like,
that's
you
because
look
y'all
good
are
today.
friends. I feel like when
That
a
don't
man
mean
doesn't.
shit.
No, I feel like, me personally, I feel like when men don't know each other, that's when they feel uncomfortable
That's what I'm
doing
saying,
it.
and I've done that
because they
before.
don't want someone to think something that it's not.
There's been
but when
plenty.
there's friendship, y'all probably tell each other, compliment each other all the
There's
time.
been plenty of times I be in Sahara, right? And be in the bathroom line, and like,
You do it all without breaking a sweat. Like being a boss exec, to Tuesday tennis, to homework. Why do the kids have so much homework? Family dinners, lunches, brunches, trips to the vet, and a weekend getaway that's anything but a getaway. And you do it all in style. Even when you have back-to-back conference calls on top of the kids' orchestra recitals, not to mention your side hustle, that's why we created the fully reimagined Infiniti QX60. A luxury SUV as functional as it is stylish and as versatile as it is serene. With premium features like a panoramic moonroof, ample cargo space, and available massaging front seats to bring the ease of luxury to your everyday. Introducing the all-new Infiniti QX60, designed to help you take on life and all the chaos that may come with it in style. Learn more at InfinityUSA.com. Now with extremely limited availability, contact your local retailer for inventory information.
perfect example. Last week, this dude came up. He had like some exclusive ones.
Okay.
And I tapped him on the shoulder like, yo, my nigga, them shits is fire.
But we should be doing that all the time.
Yeah, he was like, yo, bro, appreciate
Which
it. And then we
ones were
struck
they?
up a conversation. Huh?
I said, which ones were they?
I'm about to say, yeah, which ones were they?
I don't know. It was like
they
something-
weren't fire. Then.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Pepperoni.
I'm
No,
not.
just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. But like, I told him like, yo, them shits is fire, and then
Yeah.
like we actually exchanged information, like, cause he's a sneakerhead. So I'm like, oh, like, yo, here's
You know
my
what's
Instagram.
crazy? One of the earlier episodes, we had a whole early episode about
At the
this.
barbershop.
At the barbershop,
Yes.
where we're just like, yo, from now on, we're not pausing nothing. We're just fast forwarding all compliments towards each other.
And I think
it's
he'll like
all the time.
explain it.
Yeah,
Tell
we're
the
gonna,
story.
we're gonna, I forgot.
We'll bring it back. We'll rewind it.
My
but tell-
memory
but tell
needs to
the
be
story.
jogged a little bit, but for exactly how it
It's
went.
the,
But it was
the
just-
gay compliments.
Yeah. No, not that one. Not that
Okay.
one. It was the other one. It was like
When gay men compliment you?
And also, I love the gay community, by the way.
Love the gay-
Like, we
especially-
love
It
the
is
gay
Pride
community.
Month.
this month.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
Pride Month.
That wasn't. Yeah,
we love the
that was
we love the
14.
gays every month. Not
No,
just
so
in
like,
June.
so all right, so we'll go back to that to
Yeah.
the gay compliment.
Yeah,
Right? So
yeah,
I'll tell that story. So I was in Harlem one day, and I was chilling outside, waiting for my Uber, and these 4 gay guys walked past me, and I had a shirt that said "Day Drinker," right? And one of the guys said, "I'll drink that." So
I would have flipped it and been funny with it.
Bro, and that's what
This is
happened.
what
Like,
happened.
so I smiled, and he was like, so I said to him, I'm like, yo, that felt like finding money in your pocket that you never knew was there.
Right.
Because it's like, oh, I still got it.
That's
and
a
like,
good analogy.
and a lot of people were saying that when gay people compliment you, like, you're really,
means more.
Yeah.
it means
I
it.
don't-
And like,
you know, I think it's a beautiful thing that we should be. We got it all wrong.
Yeah.
we got it all wrong, and we should be
I-
complimenting everybody because if that's how if you know. Homie,
Oh, you got-
homie's
you got
outfit
it,
doesn't
yeah.
matter. Homie's outfit is fire, and you're hating. It's just like, why are we even hating on this
Right.
human being?
Yeah.
He got dressed this morning and put this shit on and did.
felt good
effort.
about it to walk out the house.
Give him his
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, of
Give him his
course.
flowers.
that's why I was like, I told him, I'm like, yo, them joints is tough. He was like, yo, bro, I don't be wearing these like that. He's like, yo, today I felt the need to bring them out. I'm like, bro, like, you made a good decision. Them shit is fire.
Now you
Like,
got a new friend.
Yeah,
Look
we
at
didn't
you.
dap each other up, gave each other a hug. We took a shot. I'm like,
And
yo,
then
here's my
also,
Instagram.
you never know who's who, and then on top of that, it's
That's
like
what I
you
always
never
say.
even know what they're going through.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying? So that might even change someone's whole day.
Yeah.
Like, yo, my man, you look
But
great.
see, the
today.
way you think, that's how I've always thought.
Right.
That's why if I walk in a room, I probably know half the people there because
Yeah.
I talk to everybody. I compliment everybody that if I feel need.
Yeah.
And you know, that's how you should be.
I'm
That's
an
why I hate
energy.
hating on people.
I'm energy. Like I feel people's energy.
You attract energy. Do you feel like you attract your energy?
Yes.
Because I remember,
I
like a
do.
couple times
I
I
felt
met
that
you.
as a child.
Like, yeah, I remember when a couple times I met you. Like, we didn't know each other that well, but I felt like I was
Greg is one of those people.
Right,
Yeah.
because it's my intentions are pure.
Yeah.
I'm not on some like I don't have any motives. You
There's
know
no,
what I mean?
there's no hidden agenda. Lots of
No-
people walk
no-
around with
no
agendas,
agendas.
Yeah.
and there's no agendas with you or with anybody,
Yeah.
and that you like to keep yourself around.
Right.
But you would hope to. You know what I
because
mean?
it's just like what are we doing?
yeah, and it sounds simple.
Like if I need something,
It sounds simple.
My point is like, look, if I need something, why am I doing this? It's like, yo,
Right.
listen, can I
Get to
borrow
it.
$100?
just be straight up.
Yeah, it's like, why am I, yo, you look great today. What's going on? Nice things. Oh, yo, can I? It's like, yo, dude, listen, my shit is fucked up today.
Yeah,
It's so much better that way. It comes off more authentic, and I
more
learned that
genuine,
early.
and I'm more likely to want to help you too.
It's like,
Damn, he didn't even. He didn't even
He didn't butter it up. He
I
just got
just saw
straight
you
to
butter
it.
this whole shit up. I don't want to give you that money. Like, just be like, tell me you fucked up.
or like even.
But like, it's really like on how you deliver. And I learned that at such an early age.
Yeah.
That like if it's genuine, it works so much better. You know.
Was it like, did your mom teach you that? Your father?
No, I had a problem. I had problems lying as a kid. I'm just talking about like just with certain shit. Like, you know, if
I still have that problem.
Yeah.
I'm trying to shake it off. I'm
It's
just
like- lying is the easiest shit to do. You know what I mean? So, but like,
All right,
Rosie,
well,
you were
no,
bringing
no,
up a Derek Jeter
yeah,
story.
No,
Yeah, what we
okay.
got?
So I asked that because, first of all, I love Derek Jeter. I love that he's on
Legend.
Twitter and he's funny as fuck. But I always think about, do y'all remember that whole rumor?
Oh, it wasn't a
about-
rumor.
It was true. It was facts.
The gift baskets?
When he used to fuck bitches and he used to send them home with a gift basket.
I mean, that's
gift basket.
Yeah, what's in the gift- yeah,
it was
what's
like
in
a
the
gift
gift basket?
bag.
I'm trying to get one.
I don't know what's in the gift bag. Well, you gotta fuck him first, Greg. Shit.
So according to many of Derek
Many-
Jeter's past lovers,
Yes, they
they
said.
would say that, you know, after you would have a night with Derek Jeter, get your ride home, he'd have you a nice gift basket full of like memorabilia, soap, like nice stuff for women, like all types of stuff.
That's what I do with my clients.
Imagine fucking a chick and sending her home with soap. Like,
Like,
no,
wash
so-
your ass.
So my question was to y'all two.
Right.
If
Who,
y'all were to
me?
have, for you two, not him.
yeah, I can't answer
He
this.
can't answer this. If y'all were ever on a level of Derek Jeter where it was like y'all have
You
more.
know, on a level of Derek
Well,
Jeter.
first of all, all right.
I was kidding.
I knew that was talking about
If y'all were ever on that level, right, and you had gift baskets for women when you send them home, I want to know specifically
shit would be
what
so
would be
loud.
in y'all's too, and I have written down what I think would be in both of y'all's.
Okay, you ready?
You go first.
Should I go first?
Go
ahead,
first.
go first.
Definitely a piece of jewelry.
God.
Hold on. Definitely, because if I got it like that, I got it like that.
Okay.
Right?
I'm Derek Jeter money.
Yeah.
Shit.
okay.
Hold on, let me ask you.
Talk your shit.
Okay.
Hold on, let me ask some shit. I forgot where Derek Jeter money. All right, yeah, Derek Jeter money. Go.
All right, let's do it.
Well, I would break it down like this.
Let's do
First-
5 items.
Okay, so
I had a ratchet one. I had a ratchet list.
clearly, if I'm dating the woman, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna know her shoe size. I'm gonna know what size she is with everything. So I would have my assistant. Yo, listen, make sure you get this size. Do this. I would
that
pick
was
that
my
out.
first one.
Definitely have like some kind of clothing that we made. You know what I mean? Definitely a massage.
A massage,
and
like
then-
a coupon?
Like a spa.
like just a little spa vibe. Like, you know what I mean? Thank you for taking care of me. Like, you know, now you're gonna have
Good
yourself a
to take
beautiful
care of
day.
yourself.
Like
Yeah. And then like maybe like a 2 plane tickets to wherever she wanna go.
Okay. Now,
With her friend.
hold on.
Two, without me.
Hold
'Cause I'm
on.
busy.
Now. Without Derek Jeter money. You just.
Oh, the spectrum.
A sweater.
Just-
Or a t-shirt. That's what I have right now. What the fuck?
No Derek Jeter money.
No Derek Jeter
Yeah,
money.
that's
My
sweater.
list is not Derek Jeter money.
Sometimes socks and maybe a pair of
Word.
sneakers sometimes.
Little
because, like,
cashmere sock, you know, it's nice.
Okay.
Fucked up when you walk out of my crib.
Okay.
Walk of shame is a little, you know.
Okay, low. No
All right,
Derek
so-
Jeter money.
No, all right, I'll start with no Derek Jeter money.
No, start with Derek Jeter money, then no
all right,
Derek
start with
Jeter.
Derek Jeter money. Let me see. We'll do her favorite, a box of her favorite perfume.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll do.
Go home, you smell, I get it.
Yeah,
I'm just
we'll
kidding.
do a Rolex.
Okay.
Ooh,
A whole Rolex?
A whole
Derek-
Rolex?
Derek Jeter money?
Oh, Derek Jeter money.
Derek Jeter money?
Hold on. Derek Jeter. But
Derek
this,
Jeter money.
this is just one girl out of many.
Now, Rosie, listen.
right.
This is Derek Jeter money, but this is like
That's wealth.
This is Lowe's activity amount. So you're out every night. So
Wealth does not like.
Okay, all right.
Wealth does not stop.
so you're throwing the Rolex out.
Let's forget Derek Jeter money. Let's talk about whatever. Let's talk about endless money.
I didn't listen to money. All right,
Endless
bet,
money.
bet,
So just
bet, bet,
wealth.
bet. Oh,
Just
go.
wealth. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So just wealth. She has. I'll give her access to the private jet whenever she wants.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
She said whenever she wants.
Damn.
If she's, I mean, like if she's in the crib.
whenever?
If she made.
Whenever? That's a lot of money.
If she made it to the crib.
Low, there's more bitches.
All right, cool.
What if the other bitches
I'm being selective with my
There's gonna be
bitches.
some
There's gonna
scheduling
be some
conflicts
scheduling
there.
conflicts.
Hey, listen.
He's not allowed. He's gonna fuck it up for all the guys. Don't let him fuck it up. He fuck it up. Don't mess it up for us.
Oh, listen.
He said whenever.
Y'all saying endless money, right?
Yes.
Whenever.
Yeah, but so what?
Endless
You only got
money.
one jet, right?
Oh, nah, if I have endless money, I have numerous jets.
Oh my God! So all the bitches get jet.
I got an
Everybody's
airport.
fucking you. I'm fucking
Thank you. I have
an
an airport. I have a hangar. Like, so I'm
I
good.
am the airport.
So the Rolex, endless jets. Let me see.
Now, see, if I was low, instead of the jet, I would just have like a Boeing And then like all the women.
So you
I date,
putting all
like,
the bitches on the.
We leave at
Your
5 p.m. every night. You're trying to hop on this plane.
It's a vacation.
So it's a bus.
It's a bus. It's a glorified bus,
MTA
bro.
125th bus.
Like,
Yeah.
y'all trying to go
We
to
all
Miami,
going together.
California? It is.
So no Derek Jeter money. What's
No
your
Derek
list?
Jeter money. Uno.
Yo, called it. Called it.
Uno
yo.
cards.
You did.
So this is no Derek Jeter money.
No Derek Jeter money.
Uno
What's your gift
cards,
basket?
Her favorite hookah flavor.
That's some ratchet shit.
Favorite hookah flavor. Pair of Air Force Ones.
Air Force One. You know what? Give me that. I fuck with that.
Thank you. Pair of Air Force Ones.
Damn, I fucked up. Look, can I go again?
And one of the airport bottles of Jameson.
Nice.
Like Jameson got it.
No, I saw that.
Literally, Rosie had a list.
That is on my list for you.
All right,
So
you,
on my
y'all
list,
know me. Yeah, y'all
So
know
on
me.
my list, I said a Metro card, 2 small airport bottles of Jameson for you. For Greg, I said hygienic shit and a Plan B.
Why
you do that to him? Don't do that to him.
Why you
That's
think it'd
not
be so
fair.
fucked up?
Yeah, don't do that. Also, I'm sorry.
Because I'm thotty, yeah? That's fucked up.
I just figured Greg would be like, I'm gonna send you home. I'm gonna get you an Uber.
I'm sorry.
But also,
listen,
I'm gonna give you some
I've always
hygienic
been-
shit.
I've always been a gentleman.
Yeah,
I've always
that's
been
where the
a gentleman.
hygienic shit came in from.
I eat the Plan B. I like chewing on them.
Okay, all right. It's not a Flintstone spill. Hey, man.
You can blend it into the cocktail. Like, here you go.
Here you
Grind
go.
that shit.
Here's your coffee,
Also,
bitch.
paper planes fitted.
A favorite play.
Other girls like to wear the snapbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
is
my
like- this is now.
God, that shit is
That
hilarious.
was fun. That's what y'all was talking about?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I think Lo would get her like a Uno card.
He said
I
that
actually
for
heard
sure.
that too. I heard
That's
that.
what I heard. That's
I'm like,
when
yeah,
she
I'm
said
gonna-
Twitter shit, I'm like, oh,
Oh,
that's
that
where they
shit.
going. Okay. But yeah, Uno card, yeah. I'll definitely get an Uno pack.
What the
Just to make her think
fuck?
about
You don't want to tell you, I'm looking at you. I'm wet looking at you.
I'm
Hey,
hot.
yo.
Not that kind of
Hey.
wet.
See, here, you did.
I meant
See, I
wet.
can't AO
See,
that.
you can't.
You hot.
No, that's not an AO.
It is hot in here.
It's hot, but that's not an AO.
He said, I'm wet.
Yeah, he's wet.
I was wet, but not
Oh, that
not that
is.
kind of wet.
Perspiration.
Like
With perspiration, people.
I meant a different way.
All right, so like, let's get into the bag that we always get into. What just happened last night?
Ooh.
Last night. What
happened?
happened last night? Oh, Warriors.
NBA Finals.
Oh, yeah. Oh, NBA Finals
Boston,
kicked
Golden
off. All right,
State.
boom.
Did you watch the game, Greg?
I don't really,
Oh, you
you
don't
know, they're
follow?
gonna hate me. I'm not really into watching games.
That's understood.
I'll go to them. I just, you know, I don't
We
like. I
went to
can't
one.
sit. I can't sit still. I'm more of an animal guy.
You're active.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
It's a
animal,
basketball
like-
game.
That's because you was trying to fuck. I was only kidding. You and her always
Who
been.
was
I
trying
was
to
kidding.
fuck? The dude that gave her the tickets?
No. You actually. No. Me and her was gay. Listen. One thing about me and Rosie is
That's
she would
why I'm
always.
glad he's here, bro.
No.
He spiced that up.
No.
No.
One thing she's like, yo, I got tickets. You know, I got this basketball player that gave me tickets. So I already knew what time it was. So
I got a story about Rosie.
That's shit.
Never
I don't give a
mind.
fuck.
she was like, I got this basketball player that gave me tickets. So I already knew what time it was. I knew what to do.
Yeah, no
So we got there, you know, Rosie, you know, she's a cute kid, you know, because of her, I was able to, you know, catch something at that.
There you go.
I don't know if you remember.
Oh, wait, you caught some off the rebound?
Yeah.
Yo, Rosie always
Me and her always been gang. It was
No,
never. We were
yo,
never.
Rosie always got something weird. Like she always got something weird.
Listen, Rosie's definitely like she's bro.
Yeah,
Yes or no?
like
Get it.
That's what I've been telling her every fucking episode.
That's how
Rosie's
we all.
like sister.
Rosie is like
sis.
basically our big sis.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
everyone here, right?
Or our big brother.
But or which,ever you say.
She's my big bro.
Rosie never comes out alone either.
Literally, big bro.
Oh my God.
But she's always a
bro.
good. You know what? She's a good time. Like,
She's
Yeah.
the best.
I don't know
Sometimes,
anyone that you like. I'm like, fuck. If I bump into Rosie right now, I know I'm gonna get fucked up tonight. So because I know if I see her last up, I'm like, I'm out. Because I know where it's gonna go.
Fact.
Well, you buy me shots first.
That's the problem.
Well, no,
You
like,
won't stop drinking.
well, like, nah.
what I'm saying?
But you're the same
I
way.
know.
You're the same way. Because like, when
That's
if
what
I
I'm
see
saying.
you, I'm like, fuck.
Yes, and that's how I feel about her. I'm like, fuck, because I know I'm about to have a good time. So it's
Yeah.
either I'm gonna take it there or I gotta sit there and be bored.
Yeah. No,
I don't wanna be bored.
It's definitely a
We're not
choice when
gonna
you go
be
out with
bored.
Rosie, bro. Like it's not just
It's life or
we'll just
death.
grab a quick dinner, whatever. Like we'll go out to eat, whatever, and then when Rosie's
That's 8
talking
o'clock
about
in the
something
morning.
like, yo, let's hit something afterwards. I'm like, all right, yeah, y'all got it. Yeah.
For the
Y'all got it.
record,
Have a good one.
for the record, I was not trying to fuck that basketball player. Which is why I took
See,
you
why
with me.
Why you
Just
so conscious?
because
I didn't say that.
I was like,
I didn't say that.
I was like, let me take Greg. Let me take a dude.
Is that
So he knows.
You always got to bring like a man buffer, right?
Yeah,
like,
that was my buffer that night, so he knew what type of time
I was just
it
happy to have floor seats.
And then he got something.
Yo, Kaz, I was about to say
Bro
like,
liked her, you know what
I
I'm
was about
saying?
to say he really liked you.
yeah.
Bro
liked her.
Liz.
Kaz, you know, like, she never.
I got heat for that. Are you fucking Rosy now? What? No,
You got heat because you was with her.
no, because we sitting together on fucking floor seats, man.
Yo, let me tell you
come
something.
on.
That's
Rosie.
that's the only downside of hanging out with Rosie, right?
Like, oh, you fucking?
For a
No, I'm his
like,
brother.
yo,
5
I'm his
seconds.
little brother.
I'm like,
5
my
seconds.
dick is bigger than mine, man.
Any woman that you're with is gonna look at Rosie sideways for 5 seconds until they talk with her. But oh yeah, now she's the homie.
I've only had one girl actually press me about you.
Right.
And like I checked it at the door. Like,
No, I've seen many women press Rosie because of the dudes that like she'll hang out
really?
with, whatever. And it's like, you talk to her for 5 seconds, you understand like she's a homie. Like,
Rosie?
never-
Also, the dude I'm fucking will never be around y'all. Like
Hey.
y'all not. If I'm with, if
I see Rosie
if I
every
post
week. I
dudes-
still haven't seen or met this person.
If I
I don't even know what the fuck
post
she's talking about.
dudes- Exactly. If
That's
I
because he's
post dudes-
75 years old. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Can't really come out the house, you know?
That nigga's wheelchair
That's
bound.
not
Like,
fair. You got this motherfucker home
I would
sitting.
never post him. I'm
He just
actually
sends Giselle.
dating.
He just sends the cash app,
Like, yo,
like,
Hey,
Yeah,
not
buddy,
the time.
yeah,
By
have
the
fun.
way,
Bring
the
this
first was
home.
a couple days ago, motherfucker. And I know you watching because you watch.
I'm really
he's
scared about who you're talking to. Like, who are you talking?
I don't even need to know.
Yeah, it's none of my
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
None of my
It's
business.
all
Anyway,
Sugar
back. All right,
Daddy,
so
where
back
is
to the
he?
game.
Yeah.
Clearly, the first 3 quarters belong to the Warriors.
Okay, yeah.
Curry was in foul trouble. First half, 3 fouls.
Right.
Where did it go?
He was
wrong?
light-skinned mad.
But he lit it up first
So I'm
quarter.
gonna tell you, right? Like that
Where
first
did it go
quarter.
wrong?
That first quarter was crazy because I thought, you hear all this talk about, Steph Curry, the greatest nigga to ever like put a basketball in the hoop, has to prove himself in the finals
Yeah.
to get a finals MVP.
Yeah.
Or else blah blah blah. He needs Kevin Durant. Blah 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 is this and that. I'm like, listen.
Yeah.
I think that first quarter he was out to be like, yo, everybody shut the hell up.
Pipe down.
I'm that dude. 6 threes in the first quarter, 21
Tied the
points,
record
blah,
with
blah,
Michael
blah.
Jordan.
I fell asleep in the third quarter. Warriors up 12. I'm like, all right, game 1's over. Catch game 2 Sunday, which is last night if you're listening to this right now. I go to sleep and the motherfuckers lose by 15. And Jaylen Brown, who absolutely went nuts. And I know that's your people. Shout out Jaylen Brown, friend of the
Jaylen
show.
Brown, Hartford,
Jalen with
Marcus
the bird.
Smart, they all showed, like, I think Marcus Smart.
It was literally everyone but Tatum. Which
Tatum
is like
disappeared.
which is like a terrible sign for the Warriors.
But
Like,
it's also, I was gonna say also, when Tatum does come on
that's
and
the thing.
perform.
It's like, all right.
I think
I had Warriors in 6 for a while, but now I'm like, oh.
First of all, I called it before the game started on Twitter.
no,
I was like, I got Celtics tonight,
You
fuck
were
this.
saying,
And
you were
everybody was
saying
like-
that it's not going to be a blowout. That's what you kept saying.
Yeah.
Right.
And
I hate
obviously,
conversations I can't be a part of.
I'm sorry.
All right,
well,
fuck it.
What we
Nah.
can do.
well, we
doing?
I just had to touch it. Just pause. Well, no more pause.
Let's go.
I just had to touch it real quick.
Without
just so-
pausing, I'm
yeah,
glad you touched it, Lo.
I know. I just want to see like what you thought about.
Why'd
it.
you say it confidently? I'm
I
glad
had
you
to.
touched
That was
it.
No, I'll make sure if I have to touch it, I'll touch it. You know
All
what I
right.
mean? Yeah,
I
all right,
appreciate
cool.
that.
Yeah,
That's good.
Paper towel.
Anyway,
You're so
It is.
wet.
We're both so yeah.
We're both
you
soaking
over
wet.
here.
I know, motherfucker.
it is a little moist in here. I'm not
Listening,
gonna hold
though?
you.
Listen, let's see how.
Am I listening?
Not gonna hold you. The moistness in there, but man, forget the finals and all this type of stuff. Like just being. I mean, even though you're not totally in the sports,
Right.
You work with a lot of athletes.
I know what's going on.
You know.
I know they took him out. They put him back in. They took
There you
I got that part. I got
Yo,
that
you know what's
part.
crazy too that I hate that I always tell Greg? So like, I would tell like so many people, like they'd be like, yo, I need a jeweler, like athletes and shit. And I'd be like, yo, go to Greg, blah, blah. And I would send them your page. And they wouldn't go to you. And now when I see you do shit for them, I would curse them out. I'm like, that's who I was telling you about 10 years ago.
You guys want to know a fun fact?
It's a fun fact.
Rosie is the girl version of me.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah, yes or no?
Why does that not?
He
Yo, why
always
does that
says
not?
that.
Say I'm wrong. Say I'm wrong.
You look like my actual
does
brother,
not-
though. That's
Say
why
I'm wrong.
Every time you talk, I'm like, oh,
You're not
this is my
listening to what I'm
brother.
saying.
All right, yeah.
Say I am wrong.
That does not
Continue.
surprise me.
Elaborate.
Because
There's nothing to elaborate.
He always goes, if I had a pussy, it'd be Rosie.
I'll say this. I'll say this.
That's how he tells how you introduce
I'll be
me like
fucking
that.
it up.
Hey yo. What's the first thing you would do?
Both of us. It's okay.
What's the first thing you would do?
With what?
If one day you woke up
With a vagina?
With a vagina, yo.
The first thing I would do?
First thing you would do.
I'd see what it was about.
You gotta test it out, right? You gotta
I
take it
don't
for
know.
a
You
test.
You
masturbate.
You gotta take it for a test.
Yeah, I would like fuck with it.
You'd be like,
Play-Doh.
wait a minute.
I don't know, just to see what's going on.
That's what I find interesting about balls. Like,
Because I'm always,
Yeah?
Yeah.
I stay holding mine.
I feel right.
Yes.
Right.
As a man, as a
and
kid,
when I'm
even as a
home, I'm just,
kid,
bro,
I was like
like
this.
I'm just like,
Okay, but
until I see
this
somebody.
girl stays one. Why you want to flick? Come here.
You wanna come on? Come on in.
bro,
Come
I
on,
was
come on,
just
come
about
on.
to ask about them too.
I was gonna
We
say.
recorded.
I was
No,
just about
I've done that before. I've
We
woken
were
up
having-
and I
Stop
just played with
flirting.
balls.
Don't leave.
'Cause I'd be
Come
like,
back here.
they feel
You play with balls?
so-
I've woken up with the man, right?
Yeah.
And I just play with his balls. I'm like, this is so interesting. This is why you
cool.
always touch him.
Yeah.
I don't
kinda
like. I don't like when a girl does.
It's a stress reliever with people. You know,
That- yeah,
you know those-
yes,
yeah,
that-
Yeah.
But you
exactly.
can't. But they don't
You can't-
rotate.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't.
But you go flip flopping back and
Well,
forth.
like those
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
stress
the
balls,
metal,
whatever.
the metal ball.
You can't do that. You
I had-
can only rub them
I
like
had
this.
one
You can't do
guy-
the circular motion.
Yes, I can't. Rotate.
no, that's
But I
not how
had
balls
one guy
work.
tell me.
I feel like sometimes like I don't like when women do it because like I think sometimes that they're just too aggressive.
But hold
They
on,
don't
hold on,
understand
hold on,
how
hold on,
sensitive-
Yeah.
hold on.
Okay, all right.
There's women that know how to touch her.
There you go.
there are.
There
Maybe
you
I
go.
just been with.
I had
don't
one
know how
guy
to do
tell
it.
me, "I'm sorry, I'm not used to people touching my balls so
You know,
much."
but
And I was
for a
like,
while,
they're
balls
cool.
didn't really get a whole lot of attention.
They're making a comeback right now.
Balls are making a huge comeback right
Yo,
now.
shout out
Wait,
to
hold on, hold on.
shout out to all
Wait,
my
wait,
balls.
Balls are making a comeback. Yo.
Wait, are you telling me right now? Are y'all
Balls are
telling me?
making a comeback.
Balls are making a comeback.
Are y'all
Balls are
telling
making
me
a comeback.
balls are making a
Bitches
3-1
like
comeback
balls
right
now.
now?
Balls are making a comeback.
Listen,
For a
bitches
while,
like
it was all
balls.
about length,
Listen,
and girth,
I
and
know.
blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
I
Women
know.
like balls now.
I'm
Balls are
outside.
in style.
Except if y'all got them long, saggy ones, I don't
Hey,
want those.
can I tell you?
Can I
speak?
tell you?
Speed up, because
Let me speak.
I already know where you're going. Go ahead.
Okay, listen to me. What you guys don't understand is all ball sag. It's the
Thank
temperature.
you.
No, but not
It's
the-
temperature.
It's all
Yeah,
about
that's because
temperature.
if it's cold,
Listen to me.
long
it's
ones.
cold, it's
Greg,
right.
if you got long,
I
saggy
got my
balls,
shit
just stay that.
sagged to
No,
my
it's
fucking
temperature.
no.
It's
If it's
temperature.
cold, they go in.
They shrink. It's
when
a
it's
science
hot,
episode.
yo, when it's hot,
Listen, when it's hot, them shits hit my knees. Like tits.
In all
Bro,
fairness,
sounds like it's
Greg is
very
not.
warm
Hold
in
on.
here.
In all
Yeah,
fairness,
like,
my
it's-
shit is right here.
My balls is touching down.
in all fairness, Greg is not that tall.
It's like elastic.
Greg is not that tall. In all fairness, so if balls,
Yo,
You're
put it like
not-
this.
you're not listening.
Rosie, I'll tell you like this. When it's hot,
It's hot.
Your ball. No, listen. When it's hot, your balls are an upside down Santa hat. That's what the balls are.
That's how. That's
That's how long.
so
it
Greg,
goes.
if
Okay.
you woke up tomorrow and you were me, what would you do?
I am you. I just got a penis.
I mean, that's a great. Answer.
Why do you always say that?
Because
He always
crazy.
tells people that.
he
I'll
just-
definitely hit one of these for a while. I'm like, ooh.
I definitely be doing. I definitely be doing this.
No, but we have this. Like the breast thing is cool.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not like that.
You can't
Even though it's
accentuate them
manufactured.
like women can. You know what I mean? Like,
We
you
don't
just
wake
gotta
up and
go to
touch our
church.
titties, bro.
No, you don't
That's
have
not what
to.
we
But
do.
like that's what I would do. Like first thing I do, I go in the mirror, like, oh snap, what's
You would do a shimmy.
He be in there shaking his
You're
titties.
doing a shimmy when you wake up with this.
I
He's
was
gonna
doing the
shake his titties, he
motherfucking
gonna
the
jump
tassel
around.
turns.
Niggas
That's
a
actually a fun
rocket.
podcast.
Yo, niggas a rocket. When he wakes up in the
doing
morning,
all
like,
types of shit, bro.
Merry Christmas.
I've been doing all types
I
of
don't
shit.
even do that. Now I want tassels.
But don't be judgy about saggy balls, bro.
I'm not judgy. It's just
It's temperature.
It's
I promise.
scientific.
you're
Yeah,
not
it's literally-
listening.
it's literally-
You're not listening. There's
Right.
some men y'all don't know because y'all only know your own balls.
Yeah, but you fucking
I've
with
seen a lot-
74-year-old guys. That's different.
Very true.
You know what I'm
His
saying?
balls are
So
inactive.
it's like,
Yeah, his balls are inactive.
we don't
right
see
now.
him. He got
kick his
saggy
balls
nuts.
back up to
You're
his
giving us
back.
too much information. Like,
Shit. I'm exposing myself.
Swing that shit up like them old school toys with the cup. That's how.
That's what Rose is dealing with.
God damn.
Wait, all right. So in all seriousness, I want to ask Greg a question real quick. When you're creating, a piece or you're detailing a piece, what are you listening to?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. So Rachel's my creative. Started off as my assistant. Shout out to Rachel Goatley.
Shout out
Started
Rachel.
off as my assistant. My whole team is fucking incredible. But Rachel Goatley started off as my assistant, and now she's my creative partner. And like, I let her control the music. I let her. For her being her age and being so in tune with the culture, it's such a beautiful thing in the office. So we go from like Jada to like to all like the old school shit. And she's young. She's 22, 23.
Wow.
And it's just, I'm talking about 90s shit.
Right.
Rakim. Like,
Right.
oh, she's like, she
Like
understands.
she's singing it word for word.
She understands, yeah, but she understands.
Yeah.
If
But you
Greg
need-
let me control his music, everybody in there would be on the block. slinging rocks.
Rosie, we get
But
it.
like, we, you know,
We understand.
we
Jay.
get it, Rosie. We understand you, Rosie.
but
get it.
it's really more like we let each other be creative because Rachel is sitting there cooking up. So she needs her music to kind of get it, and we have the Sonos shit going on.
Right.
The nice little
So like break
studio.
that. Like I don't think people really truly understand like what the process is of like creating these things. I know you got to mold stuff. You got to find a specific rock.
So
you
here's
gotta-
here's a specific piece, right? You did J Balvin's piece, right? Where it was a bunch of different cartoons.
Right.
Where did he request? That shit was fire.
So me and him were talking. And he's like, "Yo, I have a son. He's just born. His name is Rio. Nobody knows his name right now because he just had him.
Yeah.
So I want to do something special.
Damn, can we say this? Can we?
I'm about to say,
no,
okay.
it's already 2 years
It's out
old.
there now. All right.
yeah.
I'm like, shit,
I don't think he would
Yeah,
say it right now.
No. This is
Yeah.
a long time. So,
Okay.
so he's like, his name is Rio, and I want to kind of do some cartoony cool characters. I was
Okay.
like, all right, cool. Just give me a direction. He's like, I just want him to say Rio and then figure it out. So me and Rachel, we sit down, I get the team together, and we're like, all right, listen, this is what we got going on for J Balvin, and this is what we want to do. Rachel's like, all right, you know what? Give me a second. Let me whip up, and then we take it from there. And usually when we let her go, she goes ham, and we let her whip, and she comes back with a masterpiece. And usually no one ever changes it.
Wow.
So,
She'll send me a
she's the real jeweler.
she's a creative kid.
Yeah.
We sit there collectively and put this together.
So it was just like, so you just, when you work with these artists, there's some people that have a specific ask and there's other people that be like, yo, I just trust your vision.
Some
Go
people,
do something.
most of the people come to us because they trust us. So
Yeah.
So we'll give them that. But like, I love when someone gives us direction.
Yeah.
Because it's like, sometimes we make it better than how they thought it was going to.
And that gives you more of like a successful feeling.
Yeah,
It's
because
like,
I
we
want
went
to
above and beyond.
execute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
So I
I want
like-
to get. Listen, it's no matter what people get from me. At the end of the day, it's sentimental. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? They're spending money on something that like it's
That
not
matters
bullshit.
to them.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
spending big bucks.
Yeah. Mhm.
So it's like I want to deliver.
Yeah.
And I know what it means to them. And I would never put out no bullshit.
And a lot of times.
You don't want your name on that.
Yeah.
You don't want your name on no bullshit.
And that's why a lot of people don't understand like everybody needs money. There's never enough money. But I turn down a lot of stuff because I just don't want to like if something costs me not cost me, but if I tell someone it's 50 to 100K, I don't want them to ask me if they could do it for fucking 25 because I can do it for 25.
Right.
But I never want to do it with shitty stones and 10 karat gold and I'm trying to give them like it's my
Quality.
name. Look, you can't get the name stamped on there for cheap.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Like we built this whole thing and my shit speaks. When they leave, they go into a club, it's speaking.
Of course.
So when you
you're-
step in next to
they're
somebody
wearing
else with
this-
chains,
Dancing.
It's like we know that. We
it's-
know who that is.
you understand what's going
Like
on.
they're wearing this at like
Yeah,
important
it's different.
events,
Yeah.
at award show, all this.
Right, you
like
can't explain
when,
that.
when they're making a piece, when you're making a piece for them, like these
fine
pieces
jewelry.
of art is fine jewelry, and they're wearing it at some of their most important
Yeah.
events
Right.
of their life.
Right.
You know what I mean? So on top of that, like you don't want to do a job that's
Right.
half-assed. You want to
Right.
make sure, like,
Okay.
yo, they're basically walking billboards for you too.
Right,
Right,
but also
right,
it's
right.
like, listen, I don't want to argue with you. It's like if you're not ready, you're not ready. If you don't
Yeah.
have the paper right now, it's cool.
Right.
I
See me a
will
little bit.
never have
Nah, I
Greg
gotta-
Yuna money. I will go to your M Jewelers line. That's what it is.
M Jewelers is incredible
No,
too.
they're fire, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, that's what I can afford.
Fact.
I'm gonna stay in my bracket. But I know you do a lot of Money Mayweather shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can't tell me those are sentimental because he has so much jewelry. So it's like, so when he
I
comes
mean,
in, what does he want?
he just likes to. He's just. You know what I'm saying? This is a guy with like.
Long before rap and hip hop dominated the music scene, black music had a profound influence on the culture. It's no secret that black artists have paved the way for the musical genres we love and cherish today. We continue to be unmatched, prolific, and limitless. From consecutive top charters and record-shattering sales, black music and artists will not only continue to achieve and surpass cultural milestones, but it will carry on one of the greatest, most formidable contributions in the history of arts and entertainment. This month, Xfinity celebrates the unmatched achievements of black music, the best of the best. Check out the Xfinity Black Music Month collection on the Black Experience on Xfinity. Just say Black Experience in your Xfinity remote, and if you don't have Xfinity, visit www.xfinity.com/Black Experience to learn more.
Endless.
He gets money on a different level. And
Yeah.
and
That's what
it's
I'm
like,
saying.
but this is another human being that worked very hard for it. Like,
Yeah.
you guys are seeing it right now. He's been getting money for a long time.
Right.
He's been boxing his whole life. His dad was a champ.
Right.
Right.
So,
We're seeing it right now because
you're
of
seeing it
social
right
media.
now because of social media, but this guy was getting money. So for him, it's not like he doesn't care
It's
too
not
much.
new.
Yeah, he's like, yo, I want this, and that. All right, cool. And there's no bargaining there. It's just like, yo, let me get that. He knows what time it is. And what I love about him is he always let me eat.
Have you created a special piece for him though?
I made many.
That he wanted.
No, like I've seen
I've made a couple.
Floyd. Like out of all the people that you've done work for, Floyd is the most consistent person I've always seen, and not just like for the pieces you've made, but the personality that y'all share together.
Because it's genuine. I never fronted like I got paper. I'm this jeweler and this is what I got. He didn't like that.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm fucked up, I'm fucked up. I'm like, yo, listen, can you buy something? Because I got these bills I gotta pay. You know? And I'm also trying to get.
That must be nice though, right? You
I'm also,
that's
I'm also trying to get a Lamborghini. You know what I'm saying?
Priorities.
It's always genuine, and he feels that. So he's like, you know what? I fuck with this idiot. So he'll be like, all right, go ahead.
Stupid ass shit.
I'm looking at you like, man, I get it, bro.
I'd rather do that with him than be like, yo, this is this. You know, he asked me how much is it, and I give him the actual cost, but I'm like, yo, can I make something on it? Because he did so much for me in my career that I could never, ever play him in any way. Even if we got into an argument about something, I would never.
Well, first of all, you don't want to get in an argument with
I could
him,
never say anything bad about him.
Yeah.
We bump heads all the time. That's
A lot
my
of
guy.
people say that
That's my
about
brother.
Floyd, man. Like,
I could never take anything away from him.
her former chef. Remember Chef?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh Jordan.
Jordan. Yeah,
Jordan.
I have a
used to cook
question
him
for you,
too.
right?
Like, she's
She's
nothing but the best
She's
words
always
for
spoken
Floyd.
very highly of Floyd.
Definitely.
Always spoken very
like Floyd's one of them type of people that I can gather that like, yo, if you with him, if you fam, like if you with him,
he's gang.
Like in his crew.
That's it. Whatever you like, you said,
Loyalty.
whatever you need, like boom.
Very big on loyalty.
I have
which
a
respect.
question, and you don't have to answer it, right? Because it might be like
I hate when people do that.
no, because it's
Yo, I have a question, but you don't.
no, because Greg, it might be controversial.
Might be
You know what I'm saying?
controversial. You gotta preface it.
What is not your favorite? What piece are you the most proud of that you've made for someone? Like, what piece were you like? Did you invest?
So there's two.
I think I know which one you're gonna say.
I got two.
Because one of my favorite pieces from you was that Nipsey.
The Nipsey shit was beautiful.
Beautiful.
There's so many
is there
that.
a way you can pull up
Beautiful.
some of
It was
these
so
pieces?
small
Yeah, as you name
and
them.
detailed.
That's where people don't understand. Like, you could make a piece that's this big and get all the detail on that, but can we get it
Can we get it
into
here?
an inch? Can
And
we
he
get a tattoo?
specializes in getting the
That's what I'm saying.
smallest
That's where I
shit.
started from.
Yeah.
I started from making small
Yeah.
shit because I'm like, all right, the big shit is easy.
And he would put it next to little things.
Right.
So you could reference how small it was. And
Tic
I'm like,
Tacs size. But anyway, what I'm saying is like being able to like, and it was trial and error to do the tattoo. And
Obviously.
we fucked up like 8 pieces trying to do that. You know? And it sucks because I'm the first one who did it, and then you see everybody else doing it, right? And then you see how fucked up it is. But they never realize by the time it gets to the masses, they don't realize
know
where it came from.
Now,
I did.
Now be
I posted
specific.
that shit.
Now, that is the piece
Yeah.
we're talking
Look how
about.
incredible that is. Look at
made
the
for
prolific on
Charlemagne,
it.
right?
Look at all that.
That's incredible, man.
Look how small that is. And look
The
at his,
tattoo,
look at
the
it.
neck tattoo
Yes.
is what kills it right here. That's incredible.
so is this, so which one are your 2 favorites? You said you have 2.
The one we did with Stilo Brim was incredible with all the artists,
see that.
with the cause and the Hebrew.
Shout out
and all
Stilo
that.
from
Shout out Stilo, that's my
Ridiculousness.
bro. And then I did a piece
Can you
for
pull that
Floyd
up? I don't
Mayweather.
see that one.
The TMC piece. It was 239 carats, and it was incredible
239
But why were these your favorite?
because it was just, if you understand what it is. It's a piece this big that says
No, I
TMC.
saw
yellow.
it.
I'm about to say, like, break it down for me on
it's
a...
like in canary stone.
Can you break it down in elementary school terms?
Not even elementary school terms, just in terms of like, you know, just...
For us who are not jewelers, break
You're
it down.
very detail oriented, right? Like I'll compare it to like when dudes are like making
who was
those little
that for?
planes inside of the bottles
Go.
or whatever. Like just like detail wise, like how difficult is it to pull off something with that many carats?
But I mean, look at it. Like, look at that, man. That's like people look at it like, okay, that's a real
That
work
is
of art, man.
beautiful.
And those are all artists.
Yes.
Those are all different artists.
Oh, okay.
Look at the clock.
Oh my gosh!
It looks like it's like falling off
So
of the table.
I'm seeing the Campbell soup is the Warhol,
Yeah.
right? Like I'm seeing there's
got
like a
Blue the Great,
Basquiat in there too.
Basquiat.
So that's one of your favorite and
Stilo
most
made
proudest
that.
pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
And then the Money Mayweather one, which the TMC.
The TMC, I
So
don't know
break
where
down
that's
why
at.
that cause it's big.
It's just, it was
I think it's more sentimental.
It's- it
too.
was
That's why I'm
I think
asking.
it
Yeah.
it was a
I think
big, it was a big.
There was a big deal for.
Yeah.
Was that the most expensive chain you've ever made? That was can we pull that up? You said the 239 carat
The
Floyd
Money
Mayweather
Mayweather.
chain.
I don't know where it is. It's deep.
I'm sure. We'll
Is there anybody
find it somewhere.
that came to you that you got nervous because of who they were or because of
Shit,
what
not
they-
after having Mayweather.
After Floyd was the first one.
That's what I was gonna say. After
Actually-
Mayweather, who?
Actually, 52. 50 came in one time, and I was such a fan.
Yeah.
And this is when him and Floyd were fucking tight and all that.
Right.
He looked at me, he smiled, and I was so excited because I'm from Queens. He's from Queens. I'm like,
Yeah.
this guy has no idea how much this is. Like,
I fuck with you,
fuck
like,
with you.
yeah.
I
Right.
could have sworn he heard my heartbeat. He hears it. It's like, duk, 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 like he hears it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I want to be like, I'm from Queens. I'm from Queens too. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to hold my cool,
Why
but
you move like that?
because that's how I felt.
I'm a big fan.
And he's a Cancer, so I'm a Cancer too. I just want to be like, I know all your songs.
We
You
got
know,
the same birthday.
you know, but like.
I will be your hype man.
Like I remember being in my car bumping 50. His first album. His first album was The Power of a Dollar, but
Yeah.
but not a lot of people know that.
I know that.
But his second album after he left Columbia was
Get Rich or Die
Die Trying.
Yes.
Like I remember fucking you just like I didn't even know who I thought I was. I was just in my car fucking
Power,
ready to shoot somebody.
Hey,
I'm not even that. I'm not even that type of kid.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
skips to
Those
this
first
day.
3 songs.
Yeah.
on Get Rich
The
or Die
whole
Trying.
album.
I know the whole album's
Yeah,
fire,
but those four, you
you gotta
the
understand,
lead
bro.
in.
For folks who ain't from New York City, and I know a lot of people listen to this show that aren't from New York, you gotta understand. If you weren't in New York City when
That
Get Rich or Die
time?
Trying dropped, bro.
Yeah.
The first time you put that CD in and you hear the 2 cents drop, and then the first time you heard What Up Gangsta,
It was incredible.
Yeah.
The sound was. It was a new sound.
it was like the
New
fucking
York.
Beatles, bro.
It was like, listen, he brought New York back again at that
Yes.
time because the last person who brought that shit back was Big, and then after that, there was a couple of things going on.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know, Jay was always, New York was always
Right.
Jay's.
Right. Jay always had that.
But
when
that-
it was undeniable that the #1 artist
Like,
in the
we
world.
know,
Because
New
it was
York
like, because DMX
coming.
was that. Because
Yes.
at the time when DMX came, it was the Puff, the Big,
Right.
the bass, it was that. So
Right.
then when DMX and Irv Gotti and Swizz and Dame Grease, all them come through, and this nigga comes in with the fucking overalls, with the boomer on his back, like pit bulls,
Yeah.
and fucking Get At Me Dog is in the tunnel
Yeah, that
with
was
Leo
incredible,
and Russell
too.
Simmons. Like, niggas was like, yo, what the fuck is this? And then
Right.
50 does it again, but on a different scale.
I forgot about X. My bad. I forgot
Yeah.
about.
No,
I
but-
was
but-
still hurt
but
over
yeah.
Big still, so I couldn't really. I was still like, I was upset about that.
Nah, I remember.
But those are the pivotal things.
Right.
Big was a pivotal
But
thing.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
X was like what, 97, 98?
X was 97, 98.
50 was what, 2002, 2003?
99, 2000, 2001.
Well, Power Dollar, yeah.
Pound the Dollar was
And
like
then
late
2002,
I mean,
yeah.
late 90s. But yeah, anyway, 50 and that album and being able to work with him, being from Queens, obviously, Ja from Queens, whatever. But when 50 came on, it was just a whole nother level of superstardom.
Did he end up getting a piece?
No, he came in. He was just like looking for something. He wasn't really my client at the time. Actually, I never even done anything for him.
Okay, well, I'm sure
I've never
50
did,
will see
but like we know each other.
But you still want to tell him you're a fan.
I've always been a fan. I love him.
I still wanna tell him.
I got respect for all these guys.
So let me
You
ask you a
sound like
question.
Kaz too.
Let me ask you a question on the flip side of that, right?
Right.
Like, do artists ever come in that you say you could make a piece for $20K that's really worth $50K, but you don't want to do that? Do you ever get into a point where like somebody comes in and you know that they can't afford this, but they really want it and they really want something to do?
But my thing
why-
is like I can't lose. You know what I'm
Right.
saying I'll do whatever I can. If I fuck with them, I'll do whatever I can.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, we can't do this. Maybe we do that.
Okay.
Maybe we do something else. Maybe we do it on a smaller scale.
Right.
It's like.
So you'll work with an artist, right? Like, especially if they're new.
If they're like, if I feel the energy is cool, yeah. But if they come in arrogant and they feel entitled, I'm like, all right, get the fuck out.
Yeah. I feel like
'Cause
that
I don't care
happens-
about that.
I feel like that might happen a lot with a lot of jewelers.
I feel
right?
a lot of
Yeah.
people don't realize like. Some people get a little fame, a little stardom, they come in and they
Right.
think who they are, which is fine. I get that.
They try to throw
You
their weight
did- you
around.
did your thing, and it's like,
Yeah.
all right, well, but it's also like, you don't have to give me that energy. You don't
Yeah.
know anything about me, and you're trying to,
Like, I'm creating for you.
yeah, like,
Right.
I'm giving you art
I'm giving
that's
you a
gonna
service.
last long.
And I don't even think it's even on some like what I'm creating for you stuff. I think just the way you carry yourself,
Yeah.
like, you're your personality first.
Right.
Like if I fuck with you as a person, that trumps whatever you do, wherever you
But
come
I also
from.
hate people that try to lowball
But also
talent.
at the same time, like he's lending his time, he's lending his services,
Right.
lending his craft. Like
Right.
I look at it like I gotta like your personality is great, we love it, but I gotta respect you as a businessman first. Like
Word.
you're taking time out to create for me,
Right.
So I can't come in with my dick on the table, no matter how many records I
Hey,
sold.
yo, I came in with my dick in my head.
I gotta sit there and be
I
like,
dealt
yo,
with that a lot, but
does he have
also-
the time? Does he have the mindset? Like I gotta make sure he's in the right mind to create for me.
I just want. I'm just not like I'm not a dick rider. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like you come through and you give me that good energy, I'll work with you. If not, it's like, all right, listen.
Fuck outta here.
I'm
You don't need it. Like
I don't
you
need
work
it.
with the.
I want
the
it,
big
but I don't
people.
need it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
right.
So I'll get by. I'll manage.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And the young boys fuck with you a lot too.
I fuck with them.
Did you make that piece for Joey of his friend?
Joey Badass?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was you, right?
Yeah.
That shit was
Tell me
dope too.
about
See,
that piece,
details.
too.
You know, I mean, see, so that's what I'm saying. So like, I met Joey when he was 19. He came to my
Same.
yeah. So he came.
I thought he was like 18. I was like,
He came through with Vashti, my man James Rubin. Shout out to him.
Shout out Vashti too.
Yeah.
and James
He
Rubin.
brought him through, and like, I remember Joey was like, "Yo, I'm on," and I knew who he was, and he was like,
Was 1999 out already?
"Yeah,
This
he was
was,
out," but like,
This was probably like what
This is-
20.
It's gotta be what 2011,
2014.
2012.
This is early because I remember
2011,
this.
2012.
I knew Joey. I looked at him, and I knew he was going to be a star because of how. He wasn't a stupid, ignorant kid.
Right.
He came in and he spoke like a prop, not prop, but you know what I'm saying? Like he spoke to me like a
Like he had some sense.
Yeah.
sense, and he was genuine.
Right.
And at the time, I was working for someone, and he got something a little bit something light, and he was just like, "Yo, look, I got a show next week.
Yeah.
I'm getting money next week, but I really want to take this watch to a show." And I was working for somebody at the time. I'm like, "Yo, look, can we make this happen? The kid's gonna be a star. Like I fuck with him. Like I vouch for him. If anything goes wrong, I'll vouch."
You put your name on it.
And I put my name on it.
Right.
And I feel like because we made that happen for him, he understood that I'm here to help him win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know where it's going to take us.
Yeah.
We both
He
win.
understood the longevity.
Look at him now.
Yeah. And you know what? And that's why me and him will always have that relationship because I'll help
Yeah.
him in any way I can. I never, ever charge him more than what it cost.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's such a specifically New York sort of
Because
relationship.
I fuck with
Yeah.
him. Like Joey, but I fuck with him.
Yeah.
When I met him,
And
he was
always
like
kept,
18.
he always like 19, this kid.
So dope.
I was at
though.
his 21st birthday in a strip club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm fucking 30.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, why am I hanging out with these little
Hanging out with
kids?
these
But he was
kids.
he was
He's
always
so dope, though.
he's
But see,
such a-
like,
he's an
and that's the
intellectual kid.
Funny thing you said, you just said that's a New York thing about how you just fuck with somebody and like, and
It's like what's
It's like
understood don't gotta be
if you from
explained
this
type shit.
soil, if you're from one of these boroughs, bro, and you make it out of here, like you can't bullshit somebody else who also came from this soil.
Right.
Feel me? Like
I know if someone's trying to take advantage. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So like I'm like, if this kid fucks that up, it's like it's stupid because I'd ride for him to the end.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
he doesn't even need to buy jewelry. He can pull up and grab whatever he wants and do whatever. Like I fuck with him like that.
Right,
The
right.
fact that he came back the week that he said he'd come back and give me the bread, I was like, this is amazing.
oh,
He
that's
gets it.
what's up. Oh, so you gave him a loaner.
No. He took the watch. He's like, I'll give you the money for it next week.
Got it.
No loaner.
Got it. Oh, that's
He was like, I want it. I'm
so
getting.
it was like, so at the time it was on credit.
On the time, he was like, yo, I'm getting money next week.
I
I
got
just
you.
don't want
I'll
to
come
do
back.
anything. He had bread.
Yeah.
He's just like, I don't
I
want to
didn't-
fuck
I
this
didn't
bread
have
up
it
right
yet.
now for that. I was like,
Right.
all right, cool, whatever. Like, you next week you'll
And
be
he
here.
came back to
He
say-
came back
He
and,
came
and
back, yeah.
he didn't get back the watch.
Right.
He gave me the money for the watch.
Nice.
And I was
so
like,
how's
this
the
is
relationship
amazing.
now? Like,
We're
how's it-
fucking, that's my ace.
Yeah.
He's
And,
killing it.
Man, I ain't
and
seen him
he's
in a
just
long
like,
time.
he's just no bullshit. I like him, you know? He's very, I'm going to do it.
I think
And
he's
I'm
gonna
the
get an
same way.
Oscar one of these days, bro. And we're gonna look back and be like, yo, you know he used to rap, right?
Right.
People are like,
He's
what?
incredible. Another dude that's incredible.
incredible.
And like this guy, listen,
He's like most deaf, like,
He's
or
an
and, like
intelligent boy.
common. These people
Yeah.
like acting and like they've been acting so long. People forget, like, you know, this guy used to rap, right?
Right. Look, I ain't seen Joey since we was allowed to eat at Sweet Chick. Because you know now it's like a takeout
Yeah,
place.
it's hard to get.
I haven't seen him since. I haven't seen him since.
Has there
then.
been a situation where you thought it was genuine, but the person showed their other color?
many times.
And I'm not asking for names.
That
Many
probably happened
times,
more than-
many
more
times.
than-
But you know what? Honestly, I felt that in the beginning because I'm a room leader and I'm also an energy person. I felt that and I expected it. I was never caught off
So
guard.
you knew the temperature.
Yeah, I always knew it, but we were both using each other, so they know what time it is, and I knew what time it was, so it's okay. It's okay.
Man.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm
Water-
not mad.
water
I
and
get it.
Right?
I get it, but I keep it like this.
Right.
The people who I really feel, I bring them in, and I collect people like that.
Do the people that you feel like, do they still come around? Do they still try to test the waters?
Nah, I just I'm here now, so there's really nothing I could do with them anymore, and
Right.
they fucked up, so it's all good.
They're lost.
Word up, man.
Nah, this.
Now, I mean, obviously, well, we usually just kind of shoot the shit after we interview.
I feel like we've been shooting this shit the
whole
entire
time.
I feel like,
it
I feel like, yeah, I feel like
it
he's
felt
one of the
interviewish. I was like, damn,
No.
this
I mean, like, obviously, like, there's pinpoints that we have to hit, but I
Nah,
feel
that's
like
a
we
fact.
just shoot the shit like with him. I feel like he doesn't even
For sure.
feel like.
No,
this
I
is
feel
it.
good.
No,
I'm
we've been
just a
shooting
little
the
wet.
shit.
it is what
Wet, yeah.
He
get
said.
a napkin eventually, but
No
Greg
more
said we can
pauses.
get personal. I'm like personal.
I'm
how?
saying, I'm an open book. I'm not one of those people.
But
like,
I know
don't talk about
that.
it, you know,
like,
unless
we
I
not,
can't.
it's not interviewing, but we did ask you a lot of questions. That's crazy.
I mean, we're supposed to. Like, this guy has a
Nah,
lot
I
of
feel
shit.
good.
Like, I feel good about
There was
that.
a lot of questions I want.
But yeah, I mean, like when I walked in, I saw the two girls and how you adapted so quickly. I thought those were like people.
I know who
with
those
shit.
ladies were, but they were very
forward.
very forward.
Same.
That's
Same.
all I'm saying.
No, he fell into the pocket too. Like we heard a lot of shit that I don't want to repeat.
I'm just like them over there.
Me and him were both talking to them. We're like, okay, cool.
Yeah, man. I wish they'll come back if they're
No, they peaked in.
I like to play. I like when people are sarcastic, but like in a fun way.
my type of humor, bro.
I don't like when people are like dicks. Like, don't be a dick.
Don't be a
but be a dick if you're being sarcastic and you
funny.
mean well.
Like be funny,
Be
but like
funny.
but be
Be a funny
but
but don't be like
Number
don't try to
one
play
rule.
me.
Number one rule: you can be a dick as long as you're funny.
Right.
Right.
You can be an asshole.
Right,
as long as you're funny.
right.
Be funny first. Not like he's an asshole, but make me laugh.
I saw you say something interesting on Twitter. I think some guy in baseball.
So this is the Josh Donaldson story.
The racist joke that he
Right.
made.
So a
and
couple,
you were like,
couple weeks ago, Tim Anderson, who plays in the Chicago White Sox, Josh Donaldson, who plays for the New York Yankees, went up to him and said, "Oh, good hit." He called him Jackie, like basically called him like Jackie Robinson, right? So
it's one white and one
here's
black?
the thing. Yeah, Josh Donaldson's white, Tim Anderson's black, and a few, I guess, months ago or years ago, in an interview, Tim Anderson referred to himself as the Jackie Robinson of his time. Because, and I may be,
Big shoes
I may
to
be
fill.
butchering the quote, whatever, but he's basically saying like, not a lot of young black people out here playing baseball. I want to be the face of that, and blah, 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 blah. So I guess they're having the game. Josh Donaldson goes, yo, get hit, Jackie, or whatever, or some shit. Tim Anderson takes offense to it. Tim's catcher from the White Sox take offense to it. A lot of people take offense to it. Josh Donaldson gets suspended for a game. A lot of people thought it was a racist comment or whatever, this, that, and the third. And then a couple days later, after the whole thing kind of blew over, Josh Donaldson finally spoke, and he was like, he felt a little disappointed that, none of his teammates stuck up for him for like the Jackie comment or whatever. He knew he was joking. It wasn't, he wasn't trying to be racist or whatever. He was just basically referring to
what he said to about
the magazine quote, basically saying like,
Was he though?
It's a fine
It's a thin line.
It's a
That's what I'm saying,
fine
like,
line.
It's a
Was
thin line,
he?
which is why I understand why Tim Anderson can feel the type of way, but I can also understand like, all right, I don't think the dude's racist, but like,
If you're gonna make a racist joke, make it funny.
that was my number
That's
one.
what. Yeah, that's what you said.
My number one
Make
rule.
me laugh.
You can be offensive all you want, bro. That shit gotta hit.
Right.
It gotta be funny. Like I'll laugh at some racist shit if it's OD funny.
But also,
If it's not even, if it's a little bit, if I had to think about it a little bit, I'm like, nah, that's racist. Nah, I can't. I'm not wrong.
Where you
no,
going?
I'm saying, but also he's able to, not kind of put him in the racist category. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You're not really calling him a racist because you could understand that.
Right.
So I just hope everybody could be open like that again. one
Of
day.
course.
Yeah.
Because that's what we really need. We need to stop all this fucking.
That's what I was thinking about.
You know, so
right?
that mindset that you have is, people are so quick to jump on something.
It's easy.
And
It's
I'm not
easy
saying
to just be like, oh my God, he said this word.
specific type.
Oh my God,
I'm
I'm
saying
Well, I mean,
just
like,
people.
but see, Kaz's window for spectrum is very, very wide. Like he made, I think we were in the van, we were at Palooza, and it was Louis C.K. I think made
This is pre jerk off Louis C.K.
Yeah,
When
and
was
like he
still,
made a joke about the
doing the
N-word.
show and stuff.
And I'm kind of sensitive about white comedians saying the N-word.
Okay.
So like he said he was like, explain it.
So I was basically saying like, yo, like you said, there's no situation where any white guy could say the N-word ever. And
any
I'm like,
white comedian.
I'm
yeah.
any white comedian, whatever. And I was like, 98% of the time that's true. But I'm like, I'm sure I could find some situations where a white guy says
be
the
funny.
N-word.
It'd be
and
funny.
it's- And I'll think it's funny, and like I won't think of it as like, oh, like he's calling me the N-word or he's a racist person. It's
Like the intention is to
yeah. So I went and pulled up see, here's the thing. Anytime I explain this story, it
But it goes to his point. It goes to his point. Now,
Yeah.
like, it goes right to
So
his
I guess the
point.
Louis C.K. joke was he said that the most offensive word in the English language is the N-word, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, no, not nigger, the N-word specifically, because when you say the N-word,
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to make me say it, and now you're trying to make me say a word that I can't say, and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So he said that's why I was offensive. The way
That's
I'm delivering
funny,
it is
though.
terrible.
No, but I get what
the
you're
way he
saying.
delivered
you
it,
get, like, you
But
get-
it's concept. I get it.
I
the
get it.
context, the way he
Okay.
delivered it, I thought it was
all
funny.
right, so and to your point,
Right.
at the moment, like when he was explaining to me, I jumped, like you just said. Like I jumped on him. Like,
Yeah.
that's offensive. Like, why does he have the right to I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, when I actually like a couple years in, I kind of thought about it, I'm like, oh, okay, I get what that was, and I kind of reacted to it.
My thing is, I'd rather react to real racism.
Yeah.
Like I like
That-
real.
The guy is a comedian.
He's
They
a
can't even be
comedian.
They can't even be comedians anymore. It's getting, you know what I mean?
Bruh.
Like we're like entering
Can't even be funny.
a shitty place right now.
I'm
You know
a
what
dude
saying?
who
If
loves.
somebody's like, Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna say it. But you know what I'm saying? but if somebody does it, you know what I'm saying? That's racist.
Yes.
But if somebody's on stand-up, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Taking this shit, it's like his intentions are good.
It's like,
he's
bro.
trying to make people laugh. But I do understand.
Like I try to find the line of like if you're intending or you're just having a conversation. Because if you intend, then you're trying to poke. You're trying to
I get that too, though.
Like you're trying to
I
put
get both sides.
I know I get both sides too, but like
and I get your side as
and I
well.
get your side as well. But just
Look,
for me,
us,
I'm like,
we're gonna be in the middle
Yeah, thank you.
section.
Appreciate it.
no, but it's just like you
Mediate.
need that. Like you need the poke, but then you need the convo. So where's the line drawn?
I'll put it like this, right?
That's
like
why
when it comes to me, it's like, if the man's actual job description is make people
Make me laugh.
Yeah.
Motherfucker,
You
make me laugh.
usually go like he's not a parishioner.
Right.
He's not an elected official.
not
you know
a
what I'm
pastor,
saying?
like-
His literal job is to make you laugh. If he doesn't make you laugh,
Okay, but also
you don't have to watch.
Wait,
you don't have to
Kaz.
be like, I'm gonna pick it and do this and blah blah blah.
I've
blah,
also
blah.
seen racism come through as comedy, where it's like,
And stand
That's
up.
what I-
That's what he's
said.
saying. Poking.
yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm saying, like-
it's sometimes where it's like, you're actually just trying to
that's
make
my-
other racists
You're
laugh.
trying
You're
to
not trying to make
That's my
everybody
point.
laugh.
That's my point.
Right.
So are you trying
My
to make
exact
everybody
point.
laugh or just other racists?
That's my point.
So there's ways where there's comedians that will poke because they can make either other racists laugh or feel like, oh, look what I can get away with, and I'm just this edgy dude, and like that's my comedy. I'm edgy.
Like Kramer.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, that
Kramer
was-
shit was different.
Yeah, he
bro.
was off.
He was.
He was off.
Yeah, like there was something like
you can't like point at someone and
Let-
say
let-
you nigger like that.
there was an imbalance with that. Like that was.
Let my white ass tell you that he was off.
I was extremely racist.
Like
there.
Kramer. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's not the example I was
But
looking
these
for.
are talks that we could talk about all day and night. You know
Of course.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's just like but like to your point right now, like we're in a time where it's very sensitive. Where it's like, do we express or do we make fun of or do we have a conversation? Like
I think we need to
that's-
educate. I think we need to unite and educate in general, not whites, not blacks, in people
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, separating, and it's just
I'll put it like this, man.
we need to just educate.
I'm 1,000,000%, very pro-black, very, all that. But at the same time, I figure like we got to focus on shit that really matters,
Right.
Like I think sometimes we take a little bit too much effort and too much time worrying about stuff that, in the grand scheme of things,
matter.
don't fucking matter, yo. Like comedians telling jokes. It's on the bottom of the total pole of
Right.
like actual racist shit that we got to deal with every day. Like it's not like you're walking down the street and then fucking Jerry Seinfeld's gonna pop out of nowhere and call you a nigga, right? Like that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You feel me? But at the same time, it's like I also understand that we've been dealing with this for how many centuries now? You know what I'm saying? Like it's still very new. I'm never gonna tell black people get over certain
Yeah, of course,
things.
of course.
You know what I mean? Because some things you just can't get over, and it's not my place to tell
like,
you.
and I don't wanna harp
where
on
to
it
feel
too-
offended or not feel offended.
I don't want to harp on it too long, but like for me myself, and I think for a lot of people, you find information in comedy. You find you find resolution in comedy.
Comedians are a philosopher,
Right, like I look
I agree.
at Chris
Yeah.
Rock is like one of the greatest.
I learned more about I learned about taxes through watching Chris Rock.
You learn about government through comedy. You learn about church, religion. You learn about all these things through comedians.
Who's your favorite comedian
Good comedians will make.
right now? Who's your favorite comedian?
My favorite comedian right now?
Go.
Bill Burr.
I got a couple, man. I really like
Nope,
Michael Che.
favorite.
I like Michael Che a lot.
Michael J. Stand up.
Stand up is good. He's got a show on HBO Max called That Damn Michael Che, which is funny. I love him on Saturday Night Live on Weekend Update. I always have love for Chappelle, no matter what.
What's homeboy that just came
Fuck with
out?
Bill Burr
that
heavily.
just came out with the shit on HBO Max. That he
Gerard Carmichael.
that
Carmichael's dope.
that special was brave, therapeutic. That special that revealed how deep comedy goes into how you feel about yourself, how you feel about
Yeah.
your family, and how you can't talk,
Yeah.
how you want to talk, how you communicate with the crowd. Like he invited the crowd into him.
Yeah, and that's what great comedy is, right? Like Chris Rock says something along the lines of like, back in the day, motherfuckers loved philosophers, like you have Plato and like Socrates and all these people, because that's all you had. Like somebody said some thought-provoking shit, we're gonna write it down and make sure everybody sees it.
Right.
But we don't really have that right now. We got so much technology, we got cameras, we got TV stars, we got whatever. Like, where do we get our philosophy from? Where do we get people who can like take what's going on in life, make it digestible, make it funny, make it thought-provoking, make it this, and have a successful time doing that, right? So like, love Chris Rock, love Chappelle, love Bill Burr, fucking Norm Macdonald, who just passed away. I was a big Norm Macdonald fan. I think Michael Che is hilarious. You know, I like Pete Davidson. I think Pete
Who's your
Davidson's funny
favorite?
as
I
hell.
like Chappelle.
Love
Yeah,
Chappelle.
that's my favorite.
Chappelle has no boundaries. But I think what's happening with comedy right now is there's a lot of checkpoints.
Yeah.
There's a lot of points where did you upset this person? Or did you upset this group of people?
Yeah.
Did you upset this subject?
But see,
did you cover this
See,
subject?
what Greg said about it being a tough time to do comedy is because like
That's the measurement of what people are looking at. Is what I'm saying.
it divides so many people when you start doing that.
It
does.
Right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
you're right,
Did we not remember like Eddie Murphy? Like Eddie Murphy was ruthless and
He
raw.
was
Raw
Richard-
and
Richard
hilarious.
Pryor.
And
Richard Pryor was
coming out with.
ruthless,
I can't even repeat this stuff.
Right.
Yo, Richard
But it
Pryor
was-
was talking about white people
But it
to
was-
white people.
Yes, but it was beautiful and it was funny and they got it.
Yes.
They got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like.
That's
Everybody
what,
gotta relax.
It's
but
a
that's
time.
what, no,
What
and
we're
it's-
trying to
it's a-
say-
But that's what I
time.
say about the racism. It's like, are you going to poke the bear or are you going to have a conversation? And I think Richard Pryor, I think Chappelle,
Yeah,
I
but you
think
can't.
Eddie.
But these guys,
they
are
had
geniuses,
conversations.
man. This is
Yeah.
a different.
I
I
mean-
think if Richard Pryor came out today, God rest his soul, if he'd be able to do it again.
Of
Hell
course.
yeah.
But with new material,
Because the thing is, with
That'd be
guys
funny.
like
But
Pryor,
it's artistic.
because he was incredible.
Articulate.
these
He's
guys
articulate.
aren't like shot comedians.
Yeah,
They're not
no,
just saying
it-
stuff just to
Like
get a rise
one-liners.
out of you.
These were the pioneers.
You also got to understand what Richard Pryor was saying and the time he was saying it. Like,
man,
That's what I'm
that
saying.
was.
Because at that time, that was it was very volatile.
And what people gotta understand is like those folks that like try to like downgrade like the comedians of today, like to try and like do all the extra work to like don't listen to this person, cancel this person, whatever. Like
Yeah.
they don't remember you in history, right? Like they remember the people who like took those chances and said the things that people didn't say,
Right.
And took those, you know, and really took like career risks. Like we remember those people. Like right now we look at. You know, Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy glowingly, Muhammad Ali glowingly, all these people that we grew up with. But at the time, like they were
was
catching
dangerous.
hell.
It was dangerous.
real.
It was dangerous.
legitimately dangerous to do the things that they
Yeah.
were doing at that time.
But
so.
I'm sure if someone asked them a question, I'm sure there'd be a funny answer.
Exactly.
And like, I think
That's
like,
what I love.
And it would have been executed gracefully.
and I think all the people we're talking about right now can be summed up into one person, and this is me, my personal opinion, is Paul Mooney.
Love Paul Mooney.
Ooh.
God rest his soul, man.
Paul Mooney was
love Paul
really
Mooney.
like everyone that we love, white or black, was that person.
Yeah.
They took a piece of like, it's like Paul Mooney was like the comedians right now are a gumbo pot of Paul Mooney.
Yeah, because he
There's so many
Mooney,
little pieces.
In my opinion, Mooney, like, you know, comedy is supposed to be dangerous, bro. Like, comedy is supposed to be like, you know, I
Risk-taking.
don't know if you got to see the HBO Max doc on George Carlin.
No, I didn't see that.
Yo, when you get a chance, please watch that shit, yo. George, and that's another person who, like, a lot of people's DNA is George Carlin, as far
Right.
as, like, 730 words can't say on TV,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
like, just like, talking about pot, like, he'll
delivery.
trend every couple of weeks over a special that something he said 20 years ago that's relevant today.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So, like, guys like him, like, he was going to jail over stops. He was really getting, like, you know, when the FCC was knocking his door down, like that type of, like, comedy is supposed to be dangerous, yo.
Yeah.
Like, I understand, like, this family-friendly comedy, this comedy for, like, the whole,
The friendly banter, there's a slapstick, then there's
whatever.
the actual.
But the true art of good stand-up comedy is supposed to be like, oh man, are you supposed to say this? Oh my
Yeah.
God, am I supposed to laugh at this? Oh my God, what am I feeling? Like,
You know who I like? Who unpopular opinion.
what?
Daniel Tosh stand-up is hilarious.
Really?
He's not funny. That nigga's not
You like his stand-up?
I like his stand-up.
There's
I like the show more than the stand-up.
But you know why
There's
I like
funny
his
and there's not
stand-up?
funny.
Because he trolls that line too, where it's
Yeah.
like he talks about shit like that, where it's like,
But
and
I
I'm
think
not
he's
supposed
over.
to say
I
this,
think he
but also
overdoes it.
Right.
I don't think so. I think he's just a white boy that's like, this is just funny. I'm just doing comedy.
So you look at Bill Burr. Bill Burr tampers, like, he's married to a black lady, right? So he tampers the line of racism.
Does that make you look at his comedy differently?
No.
Yeah, 'cause why'd you mention
before I
that?
even knew that, he was still funny.
Okay.
But he understands and he knows how to articulate both sides.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about Elvis last week, right?
Yeah.
And he was saying he was watching a documentary about Elvis with his wife. and they went back and forth about what was racist from each side.
Right.
When someone can articulate that and make it funny and not like make it like not overdo it.
Yeah.
That's comedy. That's telling a story from both sides. That's very smart. Daniel Tosh, I think, overdoes it.
I think he's more shocked than everything. Like, I think
Yeah, like the shock, I don't-
He's like very much like a college age, like frat boy humor.
It's like,
type of
I'm
thing.
cool with that. Like,
I listen to,
I understand.
listen, when I take road trips, I listen to Pandora like comedy stations.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just little bits of just comedians. And every time I come across this, I'm like, he's kind of funny.
He's not funny.
Yeah, I just don't prefer it.
I stand-ups I'm not crazy about, but his show, I love the show. And all that.
I can't say I watched a whole stand-up. I'm just saying when his skits, when his little, what, Greg? Why the fuck you pull my hair? What? Because you don't have any?
Love you.
It was just
Damn, bro.
Nice.
No, I think we covered everything.
You guys.
I think we did what we had to do.
You guys, Greg Yuna,
said-
man.
Yo, this is like a child when they need attention. Greg is like, I don't know what y'all talking about.
I was about to say, like, we were talking too long.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, let me just wrap. Let's reel it back in. Let's
He just hit me for you.
That's why I was trying to read the room. I was trying to read the cues. I'm like, all right. I'm like, Greg ain't saying shit. Like, she's getting restless. I'm like, all right, let's write this shit out.
All right, talk to me about that watch you have on your wrist, bro.
This is a Patek Philippe that I ruined.
Oh, my goodness.
How'd you ruin it?
I put diamonds in it.
Oh, geez. Well, can you show the
You made
camera?
it better.
Zoom in on
So it devalues,
That's
correct?
I mean, for me, no, because I'm in the business, so I sell
Okay,
it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For you, if you was to buy it, who are you gonna sell it to after that?
Gotcha.
Me or a homie?
Right.
about
So
to say
I should wear it to steal.
I just feel like for investment purposes, you'll always keep a stock. If you want to show out and have a good time and you're not really worried about your paper, this is the way to go. If you want attention, me, I like attention.
Okay.
That's the one thing I love about it.
You know what's crazy about Greg too? Like, if you meet him, right, and I feel the same about myself. Correct me if
People think I'm
wrong.
an asshole.
No, you either love us or you hate us.
Right.
There's no in between. There's no like, I'm gonna just be cordial with
I can
no.
see it. I can see it.
Because when you meet us, because when we have a presence where if you don't know us, it's offensive.
Yeah.
But it's just from a
It's
good
not,
place.
so it's all right. So
like comedy.
Yes.
It's some
There
other
you
place.
go. There you go.
I'll say it's like this. Both of you, I actually say it for everybody's in here. We're an acquired taste.
We are an acquired.
You're an acquired taste.
I like the sound of that.
You're an. I could see. I could
She's
see.
talking about motherfuckers.
So
love
like
me.
before we started taping, we were in a room with two young ladies over there recording a podcast. I could see if they were reserved or conservative, they wouldn't be your acquired taste.
They tried to be, and then we broke them out.
They
of
tried to come into your world, but you already knew how to deal with it.
Yeah, I handle people.
Yeah, you know how to handle people,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of people that don't know how to deal with that when you fire back or when
Right.
you give back, and that's how she is. Me and him are like, all right, let me just see what you about to. Let me.
Oh no, we come in full force.
Y'all coming full force.
What's up?
And me and Kaz are just
We
like, all right,
here.
let me see what you.
Yeah.
Y'all be
Um,
observers.
So yeah, so
I'm
you're an
definitely an
acquired taste.
observer.
Yeah.
Y'all are just.
You know what?
Y'all just come in like,
Chest out. We
and
here.
I like.
I'm done observing.
You observed enough in your
I've
life.
observed many times.
I don't care. You want the shot or no?
Yeah, exactly. Yo, so he
Are we
saw the brown
fucking-
bag. He was like, "Yo, is that liquor in there?" I'm like, "Yes, Greg, it's for you."
Speaking of
like,
which, I mean,
this is.
I mean, like,
Yo,
you
let
gotta
me tell you
just get. When I ask, that's what I'm saying.
So-
It's like
You're
whose
asking
liquor is
directly
this?
for- yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm
before
not
we
like, yo,
started
so what's up?
recording-
Like, who? Like, anybody got liquor? Knowing there's a bag of liquor right there. So, yo, who's this?
Before,
I like that. That's what I'm
before
doing.
y'all got here, right? We were talking to these young ladies, and they had rosé, right? And they're drinking out of it. So Greg asked them, like, "Yo, is that rosé? Y'all drinking that shit? Can I have some?" They're like, "Yeah, as long as you don't put your mouth on it," which is funny because then they start talking about STDs. I don't know,
Yeah.
but also
So-
Greg was like
would've
trying to
taken
take a shot out of wine out of a bottle, right? I've never seen a man with such terrible aim.
wait, did you miss?
Wait, what you missed?
I'm classy.
He missed. He missed.
I'm not.
Guys, if you could see his shirt right now,
I'm not a
he
bottle.
missed.
I drink. I pour shit. In
But
cups.
why
Wait,
is
yo,
your aim so bad?
I really want to.
How do you piss?
Can I tell you something?
How do you
honestly?
piss?
Constantly, she was just like, "Don't like." I didn't want to touch the bottle. I didn't want. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't want to touch
I thought
nothing.
that was healthy.
She was worried about me. I was worried about her.
I respect that. That's understood. That's understood.
I didn't want to touch the bottle. She was like, I hope he doesn't touch the bottle.
He got nervous. He was like,
fuck, I don't want to.
Shit was shaking. Nothing
shit
made
looked
it in
crazy,
his mouth.
You know what I mean?
Nothing went in Greg's mouth.
I'm like,
And I said, why is your aim this terrible, dog?
Hey, yo.
And also, if you're watching this podcast, I am not sorry. No, I'm kidding.
Our most
No,
offensive.
they were cool. They were cool. They were nice.
hella
They were
cool.
nice.
No, they were
They were good.
I thought they were with you.
Everybody got so
I didn't
PC. Yeah, they were cool. They were cool. Fuck them.
I didn't know them. I thought they were like with Greg.
I
Like
know.
it was
They
like
were right
mad people.
outside.
I'm like, hey,
I
what's
told them I
up?
was gonna give him my autograph when I come out. So
Hey. You just came from Puerto Rico, right?
yeah, it was nice.
How was that?
It was a good time, man.
Yeah.
I had a really good time.
Vacation
Yeah,
or
no,
just
my
work?
friend got married. A close friend of mine.
What's your favorite Spanish dish?
Ooh.
No.
I like arroz con pollo.
Hey.
Arroz con pollo.
No, but
Like all
I do
together
I
or
do like
on
a
the side?
bistec.
Some Maduro, some
You know,
totones.
I'm a rice and bean guy with a sweet plantain,
Ooh.
plátanos, maduro.
Oh, so you're Caribbean.
You know,
You're Caribbean. That's what that is.
What
It's all Caribbean
does that
items.
mean? What are y'all?
Maduro.
Maduro's a sweet plantain.
Rice and
plantains.
beans with a sweet plantain. It's like a sweet banana.
Okay.
Yeah.
With like a
So
piece
good.
of steak,
They give it to us when you go to last time and you
okay.
get the oxtail.
a piece of
Sweet
meat without the
plantain.
paws.
All right.
And you know.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
without the
Platano
ball.
is tostones is the fried
Yeah.
salty plantain.
Okay.
Maduros is the sweet
Yeah.
cooked.
But you want to know
plantain.
fun fact?
Uh,
And I'm gonna start this and we're gonna go around.
I got you.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
We all getting the fuck out of here.
What would your last meal be? Go ahead, shoot.
Your last
I'm gonna go
meal?
Oh, that's a good
Okay.
Wow,
question.
that's a good question.
Okay.
Sure.
I like that.
Go first.
Two things. It would be Popeye's fried chicken.
Ooh.
Got
Let
some
me
over there
finish.
for you.
Let me finish this one. And it would be
Why
sweet
not?
potato casserole from Boston Market.
Wow.
Wow.
So I've never had the sweet potato casserole burger.
I didn't even know they made that shit.
You sleeping?
Is it rocking?
Yeah.
Crazy?
You gotta eat it cold.
Yo, you a demon.
Cold.
Fridge, just trust.
Yo, you a demon. You a
I eat
demon.
shit cold.
Talk about my
No,
house.
I eat shit cold. I eat shit cold. I eat shit cold. I ain't gonna hold you.
It's cold is good. It's like ice
Oh
cream.
man.
All right, sorry. Go ahead, Rosie. What's your last meal?
My last meal.
Yo, they really are the same person, bro.
Okay, that's my sister.
Stupid, yo.
That's my sister. I couldn't do that to anybody else.
I already know. See, that's how I'm like, oh, this nigga bugging. This nigga bugging.
Oh my god.
What's your last meal, Rose?
Go ahead, Rose.
No, I'm kidding.
Hey,
Yo, all
yeah.
right, man. Like,
Come on.
This has
Come
been
on,
another
Rosie.
That's
episode of
what
Say
I'm
Less.
fucking with.
Jesus Christ.
gets
Come on.
it.
I know
You
she
can't
don't
have dick
First-
as the last meal,
yes,
Rose.
you can. Says who?
I mean, technically.
All right. Hello.
I'm gonna get it.
I'm a definitely.
You need to be a full stomach.
Thank you. As you should.
I mean, if
You're not gonna shit.
if
Like,
you're the
so-
warden, it's like, yo, listen, I don't need a full stomach to die. Can I at
my
least get some
last
pussy
meal
before we-
for sure be some motherfucking oxtail,
Yes.
rice and peas, right? Nice, extra gravy too, and then.
And no, and then.
That's it. Yeah, like you gotta.
That's it.
It's one long run. Yeah.
I could have made a whole
Well,
list.
that's right.
Yeah, it could've
I had
been
two
and then.
pieces. You
Yeah.
did with the.
All right, yeah, oxtail, rice and peas.
That's
Oxtail,
it.
rice
That's
and
it.
peas.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I get some goosey stew, some jollof, some fufu, some
Fufu.
smoked turkey in there.
Yeah.
Who got a good fufu real quick in New York?
You gotta go uptown. You
gotta go
uptown
Harlem.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, no, here,
Harlem.
here we go.
Okay.
Best place.
My last meal would be from Ho Chi. It's a restaurant,
Chinese spot?
Chinese spot in DC near Howard University. It's a staple. So it's 4 wings, mambo sauce, grape strawberry snapple, French fries.
That's a hood ass meal. Grape Snapple.
I was about to be like, I want a red country club.
I'm sorry,
I was about to say,
No,
get a quarter
grape.
water too.
I want a red country club on the side just for the Dominican in
A
me.
grape strawberry snapple and a mint hookah to just
A mint
cancel everything out.
You know what kind of people like grape sodas? And people like me. How was that?
How can you have grape soda, but I can't get
That's how you
dick
do
out?
it.
That's crazy.
That's how you do it.
How was that? I gotta get
We
me.
all love grape soda here. God damn it. Greg Yuna.
Today was
Oh,
good.
man.
Yes,
Love
Greg,
you, man.
Are you doing anything this weekend? What's your weekend
I'm
plan?
going to the Hamptons actually. I'm gonna be at Bounce. Anybody want to pull up? I'll be there.
You mean Montauk?
Why you
Yo, you not.
Hey,
You
yo.
said bounce?
Bounce in Montauk?
In Montauk,
It's
the
the Hamptons,
Hamptons.
no?
It's not, I'm skipping a jump from the
The
Hamptons.
Hamptons joint. Stop being
They
jealous,
didn't, I don't
bro.
know what's going on.
All right, I'm just telling them.
After Memorial
In
Day,
case they
that's
want to
when you
go. All right.
What are you doing, Rosie?
I'll be at Bounce this weekend, actually. I'm
Wait, the
Yeah, pull up small.
Kaz, what you doing?
not in Montauk, though. I'm going to be here.
I
this
think I'm
week.
hit the Rangers game tonight.
Game 2 tonight.
Game 2 is tonight, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely watching.
Sunday, what am I doing Sunday?
Sunday's game 2 for their finals.
Into the finals. I think I'll be here. for a while. But yeah, I'm in the garden now.
Okay.
When's this gonna be ready?
Monday
It's be
morning.
out Monday morning. Yeah.
I can't wait.
I got your clips and
Can't
all
wait
that.
for ya.
Lo, you good?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'll be around. I'm chilling. I'll be in LA in a couple of weeks.
Nice.
Some Apple Music shit. I might be in Texas.
We said this weekend, bro. What was that? He said we
got
Weeks
going.
to get there, bro.
You can
got
mention
weeks
it the
to
week
get
before you
there,
get
bro.
there.
I respect it.
I was excited.
Okay.
My fault. Grant, no, my fault. So y'all got a new host? Like, all right, cool. Well, my fault. Yeah. I'll be out. He'll be filling in. My fault.
Oh my God.
I'll be here this week. So.
No, that's what's up, man. But yeah, you can also catch me on MSGPM this weekend. Great show, by the way. We got Babito Garcia on the show. Obadiah Toppin, Obi's dad, is on the show as well.
What?
And
He
Blake
fine as
Martinez
shit.
from the
First
New
of
York
all,
All right,
Times.
calm down.
Let me tell y'all something.
Let
He said he's fine. He
calm
does
down.
resemble Snoop.
Yeah, let Kaz get through his
Obi's
shit.
dad?
He does resemble
Handsome
Snoop.
guy. I tell him that all the time.
Oh yeah, he said
He
something.
looks a lot younger than you believe.
They be clubbing together. That's crazy.
That's hilarious. And Blake Martinez from the New York Giants. Check that out Friday and all weekend on MSG Network. Check me out on Masked Man Show as well. I'll also be on Peacock this weekend for WWE's Hell in a Cell preview show. You can check me out on there on the Ultimate Hell in a Cell with Matt Camp, Ryan Popola, Sam Roberts. And I think that's all I got this week.
Yo, I want to.
Do you think? Anything else?
I want to shout out your.
I work hard, damn it. I
want to shout out your homegirl, Monica McNutt.
Monica McNutt, the GOAT, the legend.
I saw her on. She was doing the WNBA, cast.
Yeah.
Like I saw her doing.
I saw her game 7, I think, right?
I really like. She's been doing her thing.
We gotta get Monica on the show.
We gotta get her on.
Can we get Monica on the show? We need some women
I was
on
gonna
this
call
show.
Lisa too.
It's a lot of
Lisa's
dicks on this
birthday.
show.
Lisa Ann's birthday was this
All the
week.
time.
Happy birthday, Lisa, good friend of the show.
When was the last time we had a girl guest? A woman guest, a female guest?
Okay.
She's right.
The next guest we
Lot
have
of
will be a
dicks.
woman, I promise.
All right, so find
I'm
a
okay
woman.
with it,
All
I'm
right,
just saying.
So find some pussy. We're good.
All right, Monica.
All right. Wow.
But yo, Greg, thank you for pulling up. Thank you for being
I had
here.
a great time.
I appreciate you
Thank you for
coming.
being yourself, man. I
If you don't
appreciate
follow him
bro.
on Instagram already, which
Please.
I'm sure you do,
You probably do.
at Greg Yuna.
You already follow him. That's fine.
Please don't hit the follow button.
Don't hit the follow
Follow
button.
him.
Watch.
And if you can afford it, he's your man.
I'm gonna come up.
Nah, it's
One
not.
day.
I gotta upgrade this.
Listen. What,
Get
the day I get a Greg
Upgrade the
Una
wife's
piece, hold
ring
on.
or something.
The
Listen.
day I get a Greg Una piece, I made it. Just know.
Well, he said I'll work
I
with me,
made
so
it.
I'm gonna just talk
He ain't gonna
about
work with me.
Alright, I work with no budgets.
We'll
Fair.
figure something out. But
Thanks for having me. Seriously, I had a wonderful time.
It's an honor and a pleasure having
thank
you
you,
here,
thank you,
man. Thank you so much. Thank you for bringing the good vibes.
Yeah.
Like we always do at this time, man. You know what it is. Stay free.
Yes.
Stay safe.
Okay.
And
And always say less. We'll see y'all next week, people. Make sure you subscribe, youtube.com/Kazeem. Make sure you subscribe everywhere you listen to podcasts, Snapchat, everywhere, brother. We're growing. Take
Ladies,
care.
protect the balls.
Yes.
Or cup them.
Unless they're fucking saggy.
Oh, gosh. Especially when they're
I'm out of
Play
here.
with him.
See
Play
you
with him.
next week, people. Let's take the